Chapter 697. Jiang Xingyu glanced sideways at Bai Ye. Now he understood why Xing Buhua liked this weak-looking woman and why Xing Shang wanted to kill her. Her IQ and courage far exceeded his imagination. I just don't care about other suspicions. There are too many people who speculate about me, doubt me, and hate me. You won't make a difference. Jiang Xingyu left immediately. Xing Buhua frowned slightly and didn't chase after Jiang Xingyu. Xiaoya, it's not wise to offend Jiang Xingyu in Country B. He's the one closest to the truth. There are some questions that I have to ask. Moreover, I'll gain a lot from it. Bai Ye confirmed. What? His description doesn't make sense. Other than your men, I didn't see any blood at the scene. It doesn't make sense that there wasn't any blood in the gunfight. Bai Ye paused and her gaze became firm. He was avoiding my question. When he lied, his pupils narrowed. He looked calm, but he was looking at the other party's eyes. He was checking if the other party believed him. Bai Ye continued. So, you're saying that Jiang Xingyu is framing Shen Yan? Xing Buhua asked, his gaze solemn. To Shen Yan, our departure is the most worry-free thing for him. He doesn't know our hidden address. The only one who knows we're here is Xing Shang. Also, if you were Jiang Xingyu, would you spend so much effort to save someone you don't know? Bai Ye asked. Xing Buhua remained silent. Many complicated thoughts flashed through his mind. Bai Ye held Xing Buhua's hand. She knew that the feeling of being betrayed by someone close to her was more painful than being stabbed by the enemy. However, it had already happened. Even if she was sad, she had to accept it. Let's go. Leave Country A and go to other countries that they can't find, Bai Ye said softly. Xing Buhua's eyes reddened. He held Bai Ye's hand. Which country do you think they can't find? Souljourney is finished. Xing Dongqing is dead. Who else can compete with me? Bai Ye looked at Xing Buhua in confusion. In his eyes, he saw a sharp murderous intent and overwhelming hatred. It was a darkness that could destroy heaven and earth. She had never seen Gu Lingqing like this before. Even in the face of death, he was still righteous, sunny, and warm. What do you want to do? Whether it's Shen Yan or Xing Shang, I have to investigate them thoroughly. I can't let my men die in vain, and I can't let you be in danger again, Xing Buhua said with certainty. Emotions flowed in Bai Ye's heart, but she was not as conflicted as before. Souljourney and Xing Dongqing were already finished. In her judgment, Xing Shang was not strong and was far from Souljourney and Xing Dongqing. If he wanted to fight, she could go back and accompany him. It should not be difficult to solve this time. We are together openly. There is nothing to worry about, Bai Ye said with certainty. Xing Buhua smiled. He held her hand tighter and kissed her on the cheek. After Bai Ye cleaned up the place, they took a private plane back to China. On the plane, Bai Ye did not sleep well. She woke up in the middle of the night and looked at the starry sky outside the window. Sitting in the plane, she looked at the starry sky. The sky was densely packed with stars. It was very beautiful. As she looked at it, the sky gradually turned white. The sun came out from the clouds. The sunlight shone through the window and fell on her face. It was a warm feeling. It was as if dawn would come to her world. The plane arrived in a land and began to descend. Xing Buhua woke up. He opened his eyes and looked at Bai Ye. Bai Ye smiled at him gently. We will arrive in half an hour. My people are already at the airport. Do you want to go back with me or go to Xing Shang's place? I will go to Xing Shang's place. Xing Buhua sat up and said. Bai Ye was worried. The one who wants to kill us is 98% Xing Shang. If you show your intention to kill him, I am afraid that it will be difficult for you to get away from his territory. Why don't you use your identity as Gu Lingqing and go back? The biggest difference between Xing Shang, Xing Dongqing, and Zhuo Chuanyi is that Xing Dongqing and Zhuo Chuanyi are guilty of many crimes. They have done many evil things behind their backs. Xing Shang has not done a single bad thing. Doesn't the assassination this time count? Bai Ye asked. Jiang Xingyu is his man. It is easy for him to kill me and you, but he did not do so. He just wanted to use a scheme to make us deal with Shen Yan so that I can become the president. Xing Buhua explained. So in your heart, he is still a good person, right? What about your brothers who died? Is their death not important? Is their death not considered Xing Shang's sin? Bai Ye looked at Xing Buhua in disbelief. Xing Buhua knew that he had said the wrong thing. I just don't believe that he did it. So, I will go back and investigate it first. Bai Ye stared at him. She knew that Xing Buhua had already made up his mind. No matter what she said, he would not believe her judgment. So, she did not say anything more. She chewed some gum and passed him one. The plane arrived at the airport. Bai Ye got in the car. Jiang Xingyu looked at Xing Buhua outside and asked Bai Ye, is the chief not back yet? Xing Dongqing is dead and Zhuo Chuanyi's affairs have been exposed. When Zhuo Chuanyi comes back, only the law will punish him. Bai Ye looked out of the window slowly. She saw Xing Buhua smile and waved. Let's go, Bai Ye said to Jiang Xingyu. She closed her eyes and leaned back on the chair. I think that Madam and the Chief are really amazing. Not only did you solve the crisis in B country, but you also found evidence of Zhuo Chuanyi's betrayal, Jiang Xingyu praised. Jiang Xingyu, how long have you been with Gu Lingqing? Bai Ye asked, her eyes still closed. 5 years. What do you think of Xing Shang? Bai Ye continued to ask. Jiang Xingyu thought for a while and said, actually, our country's military has a strict division of labor. Xing Shang is in charge of foreign intelligence. When he discovers something, he will report it to the chief. The chief will take over the task and give it to the chief. The chief has more contact with him. We don't get to know Xing Shang. So, I don't know much about Xing Shang. But in the circle, Xing Shang has a good reputation. Bai Ye replied and did not say anything else. Jiang Xingyu saw that Bai Ye was going to rest, so she did not say anything else to disturb her. She slept for a while and was woken up by her phone. She looked at the screen and saw that it was Xing Shang. Her heart was in a whirl. Why would Xing Shang call her? Bai Ye answered the phone in confusion. Bai Ye, right? Xing Shang asked directly. Yes. There's something I think you should know. Not Gu Lingqing. He is Gu Lingqing's twin brother and also my granddaughter's husband. Xing Shang went straight to the point. Chapter 698. Bai Ye was shocked. Many thoughts and images flashed through her mind, as if a flood was about to pour out of her mind. It was repelling and resisting, but she also felt that some kind of truth was about to break out. How could Gu Lingqing have twins? His relatives are all dead. They died in the murder arranged by Xing Dongqing, Bai Ye asked suspiciously. Mr. Song, who is also Gu Lingqing's father, was a popular candidate for the president. He gave birth to a pair of twins with the woman he loved. He was worried that someone would harm his children, so he asked me to take them away after giving birth to Xing Buhua. Except for me and Mr. Song, no one knew. Mr. Song had a pair of twins, Xing Shang explained. Bai Ye listened quietly. If it was a pair of twins, this explanation seemed quite reasonable. Gu Lingqing was cold, ineloquent, and silent. However, the details were full of his care, love, sacrifice, and sacrifice. He was positive and positive. Even if he hurt himself, he was not willing to hurt innocent people. He valued friendship and righteousness. He was a real iron-blooded man. Xing Buhua was lively, eloquent, and good at communication. He had an incomprehensible smile, but sometimes, there was a ruthless side to him. There were too many mysteries, too many insincerity, too many disguises, and too much ambition. She often felt that Xing Buhua was not Gu Lingqing. She doubted him, questioned him, didn't believe him, and rejected him. It turned out that her intuition was right. However, if Xing Buhua was not Gu Lingqing, where was Gu Lingqing? Bai Ye's hands were trembling. She couldn't suppress her emotions at all. Her eyes were red, and her breathing became uneven. What about him? Where is Gu Lingqing? She didn't dare to listen to the answer. Her eyes flashed, and she wanted to hang up the phone. She didn't dare to listen to the answer. Her eyes flashed, and she wanted to hang up the phone. He's already dead in that assassination. The bullet pierced through the back of his head. There's no way he's still alive. Xing Shang was the first to speak. Bai Ye was stunned. He looked at the air, his eyes becoming more and more empty. It was covered with moisture. The image of a bullet piercing through the back of Gu Lingqing's head flashed across his mind. That thump sounded like it had hit her heart. She watched helplessly as he died in front of her. No matter how much she cried or screamed, he would never open his eyes to look at her again. She loved the feeling of calling out to Gu Lingqing the most. As long as he heard it, he would always come up to her and say coldly and coolly that he was here. Today, he would never appear in front of her again. No wonder, no wonder. She kept dreaming of Gu Lingqing standing in the middle of the sea, alone, looking at her without saying a word. Was he waiting for her? His heart was in so much pain that it felt as if there were blades stabbing into it. Even breathing was painful. The one who assassinated him was Zhuochuani. Bai Ye guessed. This was the secret about Gu Lingqing. Gu Lingqing was assassinated by Zhuochuani. Yes, Buhua has been investigating and taking revenge for his brother. He lied to you because he was worried that you would commit suicide, Xing Shang said cruelly. Bai Ye closed her eyes and tears flowed down her cheeks. Sadness was like a flood or a fierce beast. It started from her heart and spread everywhere, entering her blood. She couldn't bear it at all and cried out loud. Her phone fell to the ground. She didn't know it either. Her cries got louder and louder. She was sad, lonely, and desperate. Zhang Xingyu stopped the car. He vaguely heard some clues. His eyes reddened as he listened to Bai Ye's sad cry. Bai Ye sat in the car and cried. She cried for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, she cried until her tears dried up. The sadness was like a broken faucet. It couldn't be stopped. Madam, don't cry. The chief doesn't want to see you so sad, Zhang Xingyu comforted. Bai Ye cried until her voice was hoarse. Her throat was so painful that she couldn't make a sound. She was still crying. Zhang Xingyu was scared. He was afraid that something bad would happen to Bai Ye if she continued crying. He said, "The chief is really not dead. It's true. Don't be so sad." Bai Ye suddenly stopped crying. Her eyes were red and swollen. She looked at Zhang Xingyu with hope. She wanted to ask but her throat couldn't make a sound. She used all her strength to say, "Where is he?" "Chief Leng knows," Zhang Xingyu said. Bai Ye's hope dimmed instantly. Ling Shuai didn't know. He thought that Xing Buhua was Gu Lingqing. So, even if Gu Lingqing was dead, they wouldn't know. He was a hero. When he was alive, he was famous. But when he died, he was unknown. Even the people he loved the most didn't know he was dead. Where was his body? Oh right, where was his body? Where is his body? Baya asked with difficulty. Zhang Xingyu passed the water to Baya. Baya took it. She needed to speak and there were things she had to do. She drank half the water. I'll ask Chief Lang now. Hold on. Zhang Xingyu got out of the car and called Ling Shuai. Chief, there's something. Xing Buhua might not be Chief Gu. He seems to be Chief Gu's twin brother. Where is Chief Gu? Do you know? Zhang Xingyu asked. Ling Shuai was silent for a while. He seemed to be digesting Zhang Xingyu's information. Is the information accurate? I don't know. I heard Madam talking to someone on the phone. The surveillance cameras captured Chief Gu leaving. If that person is Chief Gu's twin brother, then Chief Gu was taken away by his twin brother, Ling Shuai said in a low voice. Are you saying that it's Xing Buhua? I understand. I'll report to Madam first. I'll contact you later, Zhang Xingyu said and hung up. He turned around. Baiyo was no longer in the car. His heart tightened. Panic flashed across his eyes. He looked around and found Baiyo standing by the lake. Madam! Zhang Xingyu shouted and ran towards Baiyo. Baiyo didn't respond. She looked at the ice surface that was glistening under the sunlight. At that moment, her heart was colder than the ice. She couldn't feel the coldness in the air anymore. It was as if her senses had disappeared. Zhang Xingyu ran to Baiye and said, Madam, you must take care of yourself. Young master is still in your belly. Chief Gu will definitely like you to be happy. It was Xing Buhua who took Gu Lingqing away, right? Baiye asked in a hoarse voice. In her calmness just now, she had thought it through. Connecting the dots, only by taking Gu Lingqing away could Xing Buhua pretend to be Gu Lingqing. It's like this. When he was taken away, Chief Gu was still alive. Since Xing Buhua is Chief Gu's brother, he might still be alive. Zhang Xingyu said with hope. Baiye wasn't as agitated as before. Perhaps she had run out of energy, or perhaps she had thought it through. She was very calm and cold. Madam, what should we do now? Zhang Xingyu asked carefully. Hello everyone, I'm Qin Tang Tang. You can follow me on WeChat. Chapter 699. Baiye wanted to pick up her phone, only to find that it was not with her. She remembered that she did not pick up her phone when it fell on the car. She returned to the car, picked up her phone, and called Xing Buhua. Xing Buhua did not answer. She called Xing Shang again. Xing Shang saw that it was Baiye's caller ID. He said to Xing Buhua, Baiye called. I told you that you are not Gu Lingqing. Do you want me to die because of this woman? Besides, I am telling the truth. The truth is that you have always wanted to control me. Xing Buhua was so angry that his teeth were itching. His eyes were like torches, like flames. He was going to roast Xing Shang. He clenched his fists so hard that the veins on the back of his hands were bulging. Xing Shang said anxiously, Can I control you? Have I ever controlled you? I will give you whatever you want. I will do my best to cooperate with you. It is because your father saved me that I must help you. I am the one who wants the best for you. But look at the result. You are going to ruin your future for a woman. It is my business whether I ruin my future or not. It is also my business to choose what I want. You have ruined my future again and again, and you said that you want the best for me. From now on, we are no longer friends. I don't need your help anymore, and I will not come back here. You are on your own now. Xing Buhua turned around decisively. He turned around. Where is Qiu Ting? Qiu Ting is already your woman. Don't tell me that you don't want Qiu Ting anymore, Xing Shang said anxiously. Xing Buhua's eyes were as sharp as a knife, and he glanced at Xing Shang. It was because of Qiu Ting that Xing Shang tried to ruin his relationship with Bai Ye again and again. It was for Bai Ye's sake that he had tolerated Xing Shang time and time again. Xing Shang told Bai Ye what he was most worried about. Now, he no longer had to fear Xing Shang. After all, Xing Shang's power had long been taken over by him. Now that his wings had grown, he no longer needed Xing Shang's support. From the beginning to the end, I never wanted her. The one who slept with her last time wasn't me, it was my subordinate, Xing Buhua said coldly. Xing Shang's eyes widened in shock. What did you say? Qiu Ting loves you so much, yet you let another man sleep with her. She's not the one I love. You all know that. Why are you forcing me? I've given you so many chances. You can let me, who doesn't love her, have sex with her. Why can't you let someone who loves her have sex with her? Xing Buhua said sinisterly. Xing Shang was so angry that his beard was trembling. He gritted his teeth and said, "You're such a wolf. I raised you up, yet you treat me like this. You also said that you raised me up because my father saved you. That's what you should do. I don't owe you anything. Also, do you think I don't know your motive? You're just in power. You want to control me and make Qiu Ting my empress. Is she worthy? Based on looks and intelligence. Based on self-cultivation, she's not even as good as Huarue." Xing Buhua said without pity. You. Xing Shang slapped Xing Buhua. Xing Buhua grabbed Xing Shang's hand so hard that it seemed like it was going to break. Xing Shang roared. Xing Buhua pressed Xing Shang against the wall. Where did you get the right to hit me? You know that Wu Di is Sheniyan's confidant, right? If Sheniyan finds out that you killed his confidant and colluded with Jiang Xingyu to sow discord, how do you think he'll deal with you? Xing Buhua said fiercely. Xing Shang looked at Xing Buhua with a pale face. You, how did you know? Don't forget that Bai Ye is the best psychologist. She can read minds. As long as you have the slightest flaw, she will know. So, she already knew that you're fake, Xing Shang said gloatingly. Xing Buhua's eyes darkened. Panic, hesitation, worry, and anticipation flashed across his eyes. He let go of Xing Shang. Xing Shang's men walked in. Xing Shang said sternly, "Arrest him." Xing Buhua looked at the men who rushed in and said in a deep voice, "Keep an eye on him. I'll go to the president's palace now and wait for the president's decision." After hearing Xing Buhua's words, Xing Shang realized that his men were all Xing Buhua's men. He slumped to the ground weakly. His strategies and plans were nothing compared to Xing Buhua. Only now did he realize that Xing Buhua was very shrewd. He was not someone he could discover or fight against. Xing Buhua strode out of Xing Shang's room. Oh, right. Xing Shang thought of something. He picked up his phone and wanted to call Bai Ye back, but his phone was snatched away. What are you doing? Are you trying to imprison me? Xing Shang shouted anxiously. He wanted to snatch his phone back. I'm sorry. This is the chief's order. Xing Buhua's men said. They took Xing Shang's phone and left. Only Xing Shang was left in the room. Xing Buhua walked out of Xing Shang's room. He looked ahead coldly. His chest was heaving up and down. All he could think about was Bai Ye. What would happen if Bai Ye knew that he was not Gu Lingqing? What would happen if he told her that Gu Lingqing was dead? All kinds of complicated thoughts collided in his mind. The car in front of him honked and drove straight towards him. Xing Buhua came to his senses and turned the steering wheel. The car brushed past him. Fortunately, it did not hit him. He stopped by the roadside and calmed himself down. He took out his phone and looked at the caller ID of Bai Ye. After thinking for a while, he did not call her. He called Shiniyan. I have something urgent. I want to see you now. Okay. Come to the office of the president. I'm here, Shiniyan said in a businesslike manner. Xing Buhua drove to the office of the president. It was still the annual holiday. Shiniyan did not go to work. He did not want to accompany Hua Zixing back to the country. Hua Zixing and Hua Rui did not return to the country either. They stayed in the office of the president. Lu Shuang was very awkward when she saw Hua Zixing and Hua Rui. She basically did not go out and stayed in her room to play games. Of course, Shiniyan spent most of her time playing games with Lu Shuang. Xing Buhua's arrival destroyed the temporary peace in the office of the president. Shiniyan went to the study with him. Xing Buhua told him what happened. You said that Wu Di is dead. Was it done by Xing Shang? Shiniyan was shocked. This did not seem like something Xing Shang would do. In his impression, Xing Shang was a straightforward but honest person. Xing Buhua nodded. He admitted it. I think you should know about it. Wait. Shiniyan called Secretary Jiang. Wu Di is on holiday, right? Ask his family where he is now. Call me back in 3 minutes. Xing Buhua was silent. Shiniyan was also silent. Both of them were deep in thought. Chapter 700. Xing Buhua stared fixedly at Shiniyan. Was he starting to be wary of him by asking this question out of the blue? What if he didn't leave? Was Shiniyan going to deal with him? There was an assassination in Country B. It disrupted Bai Ya's and my plan. I need to discuss it again with her, Xing Buhua said ambiguously. Shiniyan patted Xing Buhua's shoulder. You've worked hard. You should spend some time with Bai Ya and enjoy your life. She's been waiting for you. She's had enough of being separated. Call me if you have any problems. I'll be your strong support. Xing Buhua nodded. Secretary Jiang called. Shiniyan picked up immediately. Wu Di's family said that he's working overtime. I asked the guard captain and he said that he's on holiday. So, he's missing, Secretary Jiang reported. Investigate. You must find Wu Di. Even if it's his corpse, bring it back to me, Shiniyan ordered. I'll call the chief of the police station. I'll report to you if there's any progress, Secretary Jiang said. He hung up. Shiniyan looked at Xing Buhua. Thank you for trusting me. You weren't provoked by Xing Shang. When I find the evidence, I'll definitely punish Xing Shang heavily. Just follow the normal procedure, Xing Buhua said in a low voice. I'll take my leave. Shiniyan smiled. I'll send you off. Xing Buhua left the presidential palace and sat in his car. He wondered if he should go to Bai Ya's place. He wanted to go, but he was afraid to go. He had to wait, but he was afraid to wait. He had to face it eventually, right? His phone rang. It was MOMO, so he picked it up. Check your inbox, MOMO said simply and quickly hung up. MOMO must have something to tell him at this time. He immediately opened his mailbox. It was a video secretly taken by a wet nurse in the presidential palace. In the video, Hua Zixing questioned Nan Gongyu, you messed things up this time. Didn't you say that you could sow discord between Shiniyan and Xing Buhua? I didn't expect Xing Shang to be so bad. I've already taught him what to do, but he can't even do something as simple as this. Nan Gongyu was also vexed. This is bad. If Xing Shang is captured, he might betray you. Hua Zixing said worriedly. No, he doesn't know what I look like. The problem is that our plan failed. Didn't you see that Shiniyan has been staying in Lu Shuang's room for the past few days? He doesn't even want to accompany me to M country. Now that he has no enemies, he will definitely end our relationship in advance. Hua Zixing said without confidence. Nangong Yu remained silent and did not speak. Hua Zixing panicked even more. Xiao Yu, help me. I can't live without Shiniyan. Nangong Yu nodded. I'll think of another way. You should leave now. Shiniyan might want to discuss it with you. Yes, yes. He will discuss everything with me. Hua Zixing pulled herself together and walked towards the door. The video ended there. Xing Buhua looked in front of him with a dark expression. He found it strange. Xing Shang was not a scheming person. How could he sow discord? If it wasn't for Baya, he would have fallen for it. It turned out that someone was teaching him. If it wasn't for their sudden appearance, he would still be happily with Baya in B country. Perhaps they would already be together. Scheming against him. Xing Buhua's lips twitched. It was time to strike back. He sent out a message. Begin Plan A*. Baya did not get through to Xing Shang, nor did she get through to Xing Buhua. Perhaps it was because she had cried for too long that her stomach was feeling uncomfortable. She lay on the bed, her heart still aching. Her body curled up. She was tired, but she could not sleep. There was a knock on the door. Baya did not have the energy to respond. Song Shiyu pushed the door open and entered. She called out gently, Xiaoya, it's time for dinner. What's wrong? Are you feeling unwell? Baya did not want to speak. She closed her eyes and pretended to sleep. Song Shiyu saw that Baya was not moving. She placed her hand on Baya's forehead and made a call worriedly. Hello, Zhang Xingyu. Xiaoya seems to be feeling unwell. Get a reliable doctor over to check on her. Baya heard Song Shiyu's concerned voice and opened her eyes slowly. If she were to go with Gu Lingqing, Song Shiyu would be left alone in this empty room. How lonely would she be? She had to get Xiao Axan back. At least, Song Shiyu would have someone to rely on. She would not feel so hopeless. Xiaoya, you're awake. Are you feeling unwell? Song Shiyu asked worriedly. Since Song Shiyu had found out that she was awake, it would be rude of her to pretend to be asleep. Baya sat up. My stomach hurts a little today, so I'm resting in bed. Song Shiyu looked at Baya's eyes. You're crying. What's wrong? Didn't you go overseas with Gu Lingqing? You came back early. Did he bully you? Baya shook her head. The truth was too cruel. She could not say it in front of Song Shiyu. Something happened when I was overseas. But fortunately, it's been resolved, Baya explained. It's good that it's resolved. Oh yes, Shirlan has already had her first skin graft. The doctor said that it was very effective. She can be discharged in a few days. 3 months later, we'll see how her recovery goes before deciding whether to have her second skin graft, Song Shiyu said. The corners of Baya's lips curled up slightly. In the future, when she was not around, there would be Shirlan accompanying Song Shiyu. She could rest assured. It will be fine. Science is so advanced now, especially in the plastic surgery industry. There won't be any problems. Okay. If your stomach is not feeling well, just lie down. I'll bring you some food. There's your favorite fish soup today. I caught it this morning. It's very fresh, Song Shiyu said lovingly. Thank you, Mom, Baya said softly. Song Shiyu went out. Baya looked at her phone. There was still no reply from Xing Buhua or Xing Shang. Her phone rang. She was shocked. It was Shiniyan's call. She hesitated. Once, she told Shiniyan that Xing Buhua was Gu Lingqing and begged Shiniyan to let her go. But now, Xing Buhua was not Gu Lingqing. She would not leave with Xing Buhua. Xing Buhua would stay. She hated Xing Buhua for lying to her. He even bullied her. But at the same time, she understood why Xing Buhua did not want her when she took the initiative. He was afraid that she would commit suicide, so he pretended to be Gu Lingqing. In general, it was still good. But she should not tell Shaniyan. If she did not tell him, Shaniyan would find out sooner or later. If she told him, Shaniyan might not let Xing Buhua go. While she was hesitating, her phone stopped ringing. She took a deep breath and got up from the bed. Her phone rang again. She picked it up and saw that it was still from Shaniyan. He would not give up until she answered the call. Chapter 701. Where? Asked Shaniyan. At home. Xing Buhua told me about what happened in Country B. He said that my men were killed by Xing Shang. Is that true? Asked Shaniyan. That's just my guess. We were assassinated when we were overseas, but Jiang Xingyu saved us. Jiang Xingyu. Why is he in Country B? Asked Shaniyan. I don't know. Jiang Xingyu said that he saw Wu Di acting suspiciously, so he followed him and found out that he wanted to kill us. Wu Di. How is that possible? Why would they say it was Wu Di? Their goal was to sow discord between you and Xing Buhua. If Wu Di was in the country during those few days, then their lives would fall apart. I'm guessing that Wu Di has been missing for the past few days. To make the whole thing more believable, there's an 80% chance that Wu Di has already been killed. Bai Ye analyzed. Can you find out where Wu Di's body is? Use the heavenly eye, asked Shaniyan. If they're under surveillance, then we should be able to find it. But Xing Shang knows that I have the heavenly eye, so I'm afraid he won't make a move in a place with surveillance, said Bai Ye calmly. Do you have any ideas on how to find Wu Di's body? There are a few possibilities for his body to be found. 1. Logically deduce where it is. 2. It was discovered by chance. 3. The murderer confesses. So, I suggest you ask Xing Shang directly. If Xing Shang doesn't confess, do you have any evidence? Asked Shaniyan with furrowed brows. No, replied Bai Ye straightforwardly. Before you leave, can you help me get the answer? You're good at hypnosis. You should be able to get the answer through hypnosis, right? Asked Shaniyan hopefully. Not necessarily. Try. He's my man. I don't want him to die without a corpse. I still have to answer to his family, requested Shaniyan sincerely. Bai Ye thought about Gu Lingqing's corpse. She desperately wanted to find him, so she understood how Wu Di's family felt. I'll try. Invite Xing Shang to your place and I'll give you some medicine. Remember to make Xing Shang take it unknowingly. Before he takes it, don't let him sense your hostility, Bai Ye reminded. All right, let's do it tomorrow. I'll invite some officials to a meal tomorrow. I'll call you over when the time comes, said Shaniyan. Okay. Bai Ye answered and hung up the phone. She stood at the window and looked at the scenery outside. Gu Lingqing, Bai Ye murmured. Her waist was being hugged by someone. Her heart tightened. She turned around in surprise and saw Gu Lingqing's face. However, she knew that he was not Gu Lingqing. Gu Lingqing's eyes became even more profound, like an unfathomable deep blue, and even more gloomy. Xing Buhua, she shouted. Yes, replied Xing Buhua. Xing Shang said that you're Gu Lingqing's twin brother, said Bai Ye gently. Bai Ye asked softly. She looked calm, but her heart had already sunk into an icy lake. She already knew the answer, but she still wanted to hear it from him in person. Do you believe what he said? Asked Xing Buhua in a low voice. He stared into her eyes with a burning gaze. When we were on the island, we adopted a tortoise. Do you remember the tortoise's name? Asked Bai Ye. When we were on the island, we didn't adopt a tortoise. Baiya looked at him and raised the corners of her mouth, but her eyes were bitter and misty. Even so, I still know that you're not Guling Qing. So you believe what he said? Asked Xing Buhua gently and calmly. He let go of Baiya's waist. I believe what I feel. If one day, you find a girl who is more important than your life, you'll understand what I'm saying now, said Baiya softly, as if she was whispering. Xing Buhua also smiled. He knew that Baiya was so smart that he couldn't pretend anymore. What if I've already fallen in love with you? Asked Xing Buhua with hope. In your heart, who is more important to you, me or Guling Qing? Baiya didn't answer him directly. Perhaps this was the advantage of being a psychologist. He could cleverly solve problems and let him choose for himself. My brother is dead. His beloved woman is the first person I need to take care of. I can't let him worry even in heaven. You don't have to do this. Maybe you don't believe me, but I've known you for a long time, confessed Xing Buhua. You've appeared in our lives before. Baiya was suspicious. No, it was in my dreams. I know a lot about you and Guling Qing. I saw him cut off his finger for you. I saw him losing sleep because of you. I saw you two living a happy life on the island. I felt the pain, reluctance, and regret in his heart. Xing Buhua choked and said. So I also know that he can see you through me. Baiya stared at Xing Buhua. Her tears flowed down quietly. Where is he now? I've already buried him beside Mom and Dad. Xiaoya, don't let him worry. Don't let him worry. You once said that when you love someone, you don't have to do what you think you love. You have to do what he wants you to do. He wants you to live well. Baiya raised a faint smile. Actually, I've always been a very selfish person, heh. You're not. You're someone who would rather sacrifice yourself to help others. You're someone who would rather live the way others want you to live, no matter how much pain you're in. Think about Xiao Yan, think about the child in your belly. Do you really have the heart to let the child leave before he can see the world? Ling Qing is looking forward to the birth of the child. He'll blame you for the birth of the child. Xing Buhua tried to persuade her. Baiya's tears flowed even more fiercely. In that case, I really think a lot for others. But why can't a person like me, who always thinks for others and feels guilty for hurting people who have committed heinous crimes, get happiness? Every time I think happiness is around me, it's as if I've been cursed. It's like I've been cursed and will disappear. I'm tired of the cruelty of this world. I'll give you happiness. The happiness you once hoped for will come true in the future. Give yourself a chance. Xing Buhua said affectionately and anxiously. Xing Buhua. Baiya sniffled. She tried not to lose control of her emotions. When I was born, I was destined to be unfortunate. My parents separated, and my mother became mentally ill. It wasn't easy to find Guling Qing, but he was never happy when he was with me. He almost died a few times. The people who were with me never had a good ending. Chapter 702. That's why he did better than me. But someone who did better than me left me behind. He. That's why he didn't let anyone down except me. Why should I live the way he wants me to live? Baiya was agitated. She shook off Xing Buhua's hand. That's why he did better than me. Isn't it even more unworthy for you to die for someone who let you down? Xing Buhua said impulsively. Baiya turned her face away and looked out of the window. You should go. I want some time alone. From now on, I won't leave you. Even if you die, I'll accompany you, Xing Buhua said solemnly. His eyes were firm and determined. Baiya looked at him in confusion. She was angry and resentful. Xing Buhua didn't say anything. He smiled at her. Baiya turned her face away again and turned her back to him. Song Shiyu pushed the door open. She was shocked to see Xing Buhua. "Mom, I'm back," Xing Buhua said. He took the plate from Song Shiyu. Song Shiyu cried tears of joy. She choked. Good, good. It's good that you're back. You haven't eaten yet, right? I'll bring your plate up now. Keep Xiaoya company." "Thank you, Mom," Xing Buhua said. Song Shiyu wiped away her tears and went out happily. Baiya's eyes were locked. Strange emotions flowed through her. She turned around and looked at Xing Buhua. "Where's Xiao Axian? Let him go home. Xiao Axian hates you. It's too dangerous to keep him by your side." Xing Buhua rejected her directly. She knew that Xing Buhua was telling the truth. But she didn't care about her life. Why should she be afraid of danger? But Xing Buhua said it so decisively. He probably wouldn't agree. Perhaps she was too tired, or perhaps she was too excited before, but now her brain was a little muddled. She really needed to rest. "I don't want to eat. I want to sleep," Baiya said. Go to sleep for a while and eat after you wake up. I won't leave." Xing Buhua said good-naturedly and helped Baiya lift the quilt. Baiya lay on the bed, and Xing Buhua covered her with the blanket again. He covered her from all sides, leaving only her face exposed. He lowered his head and gently kissed her forehead. He whispered, "I will protect you. I swear." Baiya closed his eyes, but his eyelashes were trembling. He swallowed his bitterness and didn't say anything. In the afternoon, the doctor came. Seeing that Baiya had fallen asleep, Xing Buhua asked the doctor to leave. Looking at Xing Buhua, who looked exactly the same as the chief, Zhang Xingyu summoned his courage and said, "Can I talk to you for a while?" Xing Buhua knew that Zhang Xingyu was Gu Lingqing's confidant. He nodded and opened the door. He didn't go far and just waited outside. "Are you Chief Gu?" Zhang Xingyu asked, looking at Xing Buhua's face. Xing Buhua and Chief Gu looked exactly the same. He couldn't tell them apart. "I am his twin brother." Xing Buhua didn't lie. "Then Chief." "Madam." Zhang Xingyu's eyes turned red and he started to speak incoherently. "I will shoulder the responsibility of my brother and do what he wants to do. Don't worry, I will go and see Xiaoya first. If there is anything, you can talk to me. Also, Xiaoya's health is not very good. I will ask my military doctor to come and protect her 24/7, Xing Buhua said. Zhang Xingyu didn't say anything. He vaguely felt that Chief Gu's brother was also a good person. After all, it was this brother and madam who defeated Sua Chuani together. Was it Sua Chuani who assassinated Chief Gu? Yes. Xing Buhua said firmly. I understand. Then take good care of madam. She is very emotional today. She has been crying for hours and her voice has become hoarse. I don't know what to do. Zhang Xingyu said helplessly. I will. You can go and do what you need to. Also, have the people from the shadow come back? Xing Buhua asked thoughtfully. Not yet. They will come back tomorrow. Zhang Xingyu reported. Make the arrangements. I need to ensure Baiya's safety. Xing Buhua ordered. Yes, Chief. Zhang Xingyu couldn't help but salute. Looking at Xing Buhua's face, which was exactly the same as the chief's, he was also in a trance. Xing Buhua nodded and went back to the room to continue accompanying Baiya. When Baiya woke up, it was already 6:00 in the afternoon. She opened her eyes and saw Xing Buhua first. She looked at the face which was exactly the same as Gu Lingqing's. She didn't want to think. She just wanted to keep looking at him like this, as if Gu Lingqing was by her side. Are you hungry? Xing Buhua asked. I chatted with Mom for a while just now. She wants to make you the freshest fish soup. She went fishing again in the afternoon. She listened to Xing Buhua's voice, which was exactly the same as Gu Lingqing's, and her heart started to ache. She was enjoying her happiness. What about Gu Lingqing? Suffering from loneliness. She sat up. Thanks for the hard work, Mom. Xing Buhua immediately helped her and brainwashed her. The hardest thing is that the person you love is not around. You should know this better than us. Everything else is worth it. Baiyi stepped down from the bed. She looked very calm and there was nothing strange on her face. She sniffed and said, I smell the fragrance of fish. Your nose is really sensitive. Should we go down for dinner now or send it to the room? Xing Buhua said kindly. Baiyi looked at him. Are you going to use Gu Lingqing's identity? Song Shiyu is old. I don't want to hurt her. She is also someone that Lingqing wants to protect, Xing Buhua said in a low voice. Baiyi understood and reminded him, Gu Lingqing is usually very cool. He won't take the initiative to talk to Song Shiyu. Even if Song Shiyu talks to him, he will only say yes. You have to be careful. After all, Song Shiyu and Gu Lingqing have been together for so many years. Gu Lingqing will see through it. Xing Buhua smiled. I need you to help me more in the future. Am I very different from Lingqing? You have the same face and voice. But your behavior and temperament are worlds apart. He is very introverted while you are very bold, Baiyi analyzed. Alright, I will be careful in the future. I will build a shed by the river tomorrow morning. I will go fishing with you, Xing Buhua said with a smile. Baiyi didn't say anything. She went downstairs. When Song Shiyu saw Baiyi and Xing Buhua, she smiled happily. I was about to go upstairs and call you for dinner. I didn't expect you to come down. I feel hungry when I smell the fish, Baiyi said with a smile. You didn't eat the fish at noon. Zhang Xingyu happened to come over. I asked him to bring me some for Shulan. Shulan just had surgery on her face. She can't eat food like fish. She should eat more fruits and vegetables, Baiyi said. Ah. Then I will call him, Song Shiyu said guiltily. But it's okay to eat a little. I think the doctor there will remind you. Baiyi comforted Song Shiyu. No, I have to call and ask. Song Shiyu was worried and called immediately. Seeing that Song Shiyu was so concerned about Lin Shulan, Baiyi felt comforted. Lin Shulan was an orphan. From now on, he would stay by Song Shiyu's side. Xing Buhua kept looking at Baiyi as if he was afraid that he would suddenly disappear in front of him. Chapter 703. After the call, Song Shiyu heaved a sigh of relief and said to Baiyi, It's okay, it's okay. The doctor said that she didn't eat it and gave it to Zhang Xingyu. Zhang Xingyu has been on good terms with her recently. The two of them are actually quite compatible. Baiyi replied softly, I'll help Mom with the dishes. She followed Song Shiyu into the kitchen. Song Shiyu made Gu Lingqing's favorite braised pork with preserved vegetables, fresh fish soup, fish balls, fish sliders, fried fish steak, chicken breast, fruit salad, braised mushrooms, and beef in sour soup. You've made so many dishes, I'll become fat soon. Baiyi said jokingly. Xing Buhua wanted to say that he would like it even if she became fat. They were a meaty family, but he remembered Baiyi's reminder. Gu Lingqing was usually cool, so he didn't say anything. Song Shiyu put his arm around Baiyi's shoulders. If Lingqing dares to look down on you, I'll beat him up. Ha! Baiyi laughed. She missed Gu Lingqing. She missed him very much. As she laughed, her eyes turned red. She lowered her eyes and let her long eyelashes cover the emotions in her eyes, so that no one could see it. The three of them sat at the dining table and ate the delicious dinner. Song Shiyu looked at Xing Buhua and then at Baiya. Have you decided to leave this place? Xing Buhua didn't say anything and looked at Baiya. Baiya shook her head. As long as Gu Lingqing was here, she wouldn't go anywhere else. We wanted to leave, not because we were looking forward to the outside world, but because we wanted to avoid Xing Dongqing, Zuochuani, and those who wanted to hurt us. Now that Xing Dongqing is dead, and Zuochuani will be punished by the law, we are safe. After all, our families are here. Our friends, our memories together, we won't leave, Baiya said. Xing Buhua held Baiya's hand. Because in front of Song Shiyu, Baiya didn't pull out his sword, but he didn't look at Xing Buhua either. It's good that you're not leaving. Hee, I was wondering where I would go after leaving this place. I've thought about it, but there's no place I want to go the most. Actually, home is the warmest place. It's better to travel to other places. Otherwise, it's easy to get lost. Song Shiyu said happily. You're right. If you have a home, you know where you want to go. Baiya pulled out her hand that was held by Xing Buhua and scooped soup. Xing Buhua immediately took the spoon and scooped soup for Baiya. He also scooped a bowl of soup for Song Shiyu. Song Shiyu looked at Xing Buhua with relief. After going through so much, Lingqing has learned to care for others. Good, very good. Xing Buhua imitated Gu Lingqing's coldness. After the meal, Song Shiyu carried the bowl to the kitchen. He walked out of the door and called Zhang Xingyu. Are there any suitable maids? No, there's only one woman in Aning, Shu Lan. Since Shu Lan's accident, she hasn't found a maid. She's worried that a maid in the manor would be a threat to Madam, Zhang Xingyu explained. I see. I'll send someone over tomorrow to take care of the hygiene in the manor. Don't worry about my people, Xing Buhua said. Of course. There's one thing. When In Ying's people come to work tomorrow, do you want to hide your identity or tell them the truth? Zhang Xingyu asked. Tell them the truth. Once a lie is exposed, it's a different story. But keep it from Song Shiyu for now. I don't want her to be too sad, Xing Buhua said. Okay, got it. Zhang Xingyu hung up the phone. Xing Buhua turned around. Baiya was standing behind him. Let's go out for a walk. I have something to ask you, Baiya said. Wait. Xing Buhua took Baiya's down jacket and put it on her. He said, it's very cold outside. Don't catch a cold. Okay. Baiya adjusted her jacket and walked out of the door. There was a moon in the sky and a few sparse stars. The wind was cold, but it made people think more clearly. I remember you were looking for something when you first appeared. What were you looking for? Baiya asked. A photo. It's a photo of me and Lingqing when we were born. I gave it to Gu Tianhang when I was looking for him. But I didn't find it. Maybe he burned it long ago, Xing Buhua explained. You contacted Gu Lingqing's father long ago? Baiya was surprised. Yes. When Gu Lingqing left JQ to go into business, I contacted Lingqing's adoptive father and told him that I'm Gu Lingqing's twin brother, Xing Buhua said without holding anything back. Baiya didn't expect that. Gu Lingqing's adoptive father moved here because of you. Yes. There are secret passages in this manor. Even if I came to contact him, no one would find out. So, Gu Lingqing's adoptive father gave you the map of the secret passages, Baiya guessed. Yes. We've been planning it. The reason why I could enter the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and become the Minister of Foreign Affairs has a lot to do with Gu Tianhang's planning, Xing Buhua explained. But Gu Lingqing's father didn't mention you when he died. Bai Ye was curious. Why? I think there are a few possibilities. First, when Ling Qing came back, Gu Tianheng's health was very bad, and he passed away before he could say it. Second, he felt that it was useless to say it, and it would put me in danger, so he didn't say it. Third, he might have said it, but Ling Qing didn't tell you, Xing Buhua analyzed. Bai Ye took a deep breath and understood. You don't know where Yan is, do you? I don't know. Ling Shui knows. So, it's easy for you to find Yan. Bai Ye shook her head. She was afraid that her determination would be shaken after seeing Yan. Yan is happy with his adoptive parents. I'll always be his mother, but I don't want him to feel unfortunate now. That's the right decision, Xing Buhua agreed. Bai Ye didn't say anything. She stepped on the withered branches, making a rustling sound. It seemed even more lonely. She was afraid that the loneliness would be so heavy that she couldn't breathe. She asked again, Buhua, are you and Qiu Ting husband and wife? No. Qiu Ting is actually Xing Shang's illegitimate daughter. He has always wanted to marry Qiu Ting to me, but I only see Qiu Ting as my sister. Anne. Xing Buhua paused and blushed. I've never had sex with a woman. Okay. Bai Ye answered softly. She walked to the lake and looked at it. She said coldly, don't like me. Chapter 704. Your liking isn't real, it's just a psychological suggestion. Many twins receive too much information from the outside world and feel that there's a connection between them. They'll like the same thing and the same type of person and subconsciously get close to them. Bai Ye turned around and looked at Xing Buhua. You think I like you because I hinted to myself that I like you. This logic is like you don't know how to drink, but you tell yourself that you're not drunk, so you'll drink more than others. This is a psychological suggestion, Bai Ye said firmly. If psychological suggestions are so useful, why don't you tell yourself that you don't like Gu Lingqing anymore? That way, you can live well, Xing Buhua retorted. Bai Ye revealed a bitter smile. You think I didn't do it? Not only did I do psychological suggestions, I even hypnotized myself and let my second personality become my main personality. He's cold, decisive, strong, and won't be hurt by others. But my second personality also fell in love with him. Xing Buhua looked at Bai Ye in surprise. This was something he didn't know. Then are you the first personality or the second personality? The difference between the first personality and the second personality is that when I'm the first personality, every time the second personality appears, the first personality's memory will go blank and he won't remember what he's done. My second personality knows everything my first personality does. Now, I remember. Either I'm still the first personality, or I've already cured myself, Bai Ye said calmly. So, you also said that psychological suggestions are useless, Xing Buhua said in a low voice. Bai Ye, you're very eloquent. It's a pity that you're not a lawyer, Bai Ye said. She turned around and continued to look at the lake. Xing Buhua laughed and squeezed her with his shoulder. You're angry. All right, I was wrong. Bai Ye didn't say anything. Xing Buhua stood in front of her. Can I show you a magic trick? Bai Ye remained silent. Xing Buhua took out 100 yuan from his wallet and folded it into the shape of a small rose. Now both hands are gone, right? You're looking. He put his hand behind her neck, took out the rose, and gave it to her. How did it get on you? Bai Ye was still staring at him. Are you sure you're Gu Lingqing's elder brother, and not Gu Lingqing's younger brother? Xing Buhua. I think the two of us should be lawyers together. We'll be invincible. He stuffed the rose into Bai Ye's hand. I'm the elder brother, and Lingqing is the younger brother. You look exactly like Gu Lingqing. Maybe even your father got it wrong. Baya said as she stuffed the rose back into his pocket. I know. The money has always been in your hands. I've seen this kind of magic trick many times. Sigh, it doesn't seem like a good thing to have a smart wife. Xing Buhua sighed. So, you should find a girl who is a little more stupid, who will focus on you. She will listen to everything you say, be touched by everything you do, and admire everything he thinks. That kind of girl will be more suitable for you, Baya said seriously. Xing Buhua didn't refute. He didn't want to give Baya any pressure. He didn't fall in love with her because of psychological cues. He fell in love with her when he was with her. Let's go. One more round and we'll go back. It's too cold outside. Your face is red from the cold. Baya replied. She walked in front slowly and didn't say anything. Xing Buhua's phone rang. He saw that it was the landline of Xing Shang's house. He thought that it was his subordinate who had something to report, so he answered. Xing Buhua, why did you imprison Grandpa? Chiu Ting asked anxiously. Xing Buhua was annoyed when he heard Chiu Ting's voice. I don't need to report to you. I've already called the police, Chiu Ting said angrily. Oh. Xing Buhua replied indifferently and hung up. He thought for a while and called Li Junyan. I have a task for you. Take Chiu Ting away. I don't want her to step into a land again. Do you know what to do? Chief, have you broken up with Xing Shang? Li Junyan asked worriedly. It's not that I broke up with him. He killed Wu Di, who was always by Shiniyan's side, and colluded with Jiang Xingyu in order to sow discord between me and Shiniyan. Chiu Ting will only be waiting for Xing Shang's death. She will only be sadder. Don't you love her? Take her away, Xing Buhua said in a deep voice. After that, he hung up. Baya got a general understanding of Chiu Ting's situation from the phone call. Too much love was also a kind of obsession. She was very lucky. At least she and Gu Lingqing loved each other. Her life was worth it. She slept too much during the day. She didn't go to bed but stayed in the library to mark the papers. Xing Buhua marked the papers for her as usual. She was very focused and elegant, as if she was no longer immersed in sadness. He believed that as long as Baya decided to live, she would accept him one day. It didn't matter if she didn't accept him. Companionship was the longest confession. Time ticked by. It was 12 o'clock, and the clock struck 12. Baya looked up at the clock and put down the pen in her hand. I'm going to rest. Okay. Baya walked in front and Xing Buhua followed her. She stopped and looked at him. In my eyes, you're just my husband's brother. I know. Don't worry. You know I won't do anything to you. Xing Buhua smiled and said with certainty. Baya thought about it. He didn't want her when she took the initiative. She continued to walk forward and returned to her room. She took a change of clothes and went to the bathroom. She locked the door and came out after washing up. Xing Buhua had already spread out the sofa. He said to Baya, I'll sleep here from now on. I'll recover during the day. Baya walked to the cupboard and took out the bedding, quilt and pillow. She helped Xing Buhua make the bed. Xing Buhua looked at the way she made the bed, and his heart was filled with warmth. This was good, he was satisfied. Baya helped him make the bed and said in a distant tone, Thank you for your hard work, brother. The word brother revealed his identity. Xing Buhua's eyes darkened again. Go to sleep first. Good night. Baya nodded and climbed into the bed. She turned her back to him and looked out of the window. Now, Lu Shuang had Shiniyan to take care of him. Soon, they would get married. Song Shiyu had Shu Lan to accompany her. Xing Buhua was so outstanding. There would be a girl suitable for him. Xiao Yan would be taken care of by his adoptive parents. Xiao Axayan could also return to Song Shiyu. Now that she had left, there was nothing she could not let go of. Chapter 705. She had a good night's sleep and woke up naturally. Her nose was filled with the aroma of fried eggs and sausages. Bai Yi smiled. Xing Buhua's mood improved when he saw her smile. Are you hungry? Bai Yi nodded. She went to the washroom to brush her teeth and went downstairs. Did I wake you up? Song Shiyu asked guiltily. No, I was about to wake up anyway. Bai Yi looked at the dining table. Song Shiyu made some pancakes with sausages and eggs. There were shredded potatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and pork tenderloin. One look and I can tell it's delicious. Bai Yi grabbed one and took a bite. It's my favorite salad dressing. Mom, you made it so good. I'm glad you like it. There's milk next to it. It's just hot, Song Shiyu reminded her. I want 2 pieces, Bai Yi said. Yes, you can have as much as you want, Song Shiyu said. She glanced at Xing Buhua. Mom, Xing Buhua shouted. Wait a minute, I'll wrap it for you now. It's almost done. Do you want spicy sauce, sweet sauce, or salad dressing? Song Shiyu asked with a smile. Anything is fine, Xing Buhua said. Song Shiyu was about to go to the kitchen when she saw Zhang Xingyu. She greeted him warmly. Zhang Xingyu, what kind of pancake do you want? Spicy. Hee hee. Zhang Xingyu smiled. Wait a minute, I'll make it for you later. Song Shiyu went to the kitchen happily. Bai Yi looked at them and smiled. Their lives now looked good and warm. Zhang Xingyu walked to the dining table and nodded respectfully. Chief, Madam, everyone from the dark shadows is here. Bai Yi was still smiling. Her eyes were misty. That's good. Help me prepare the red packet. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to have a meeting with them now. Save a cake for me. Zhang Xingyu said happily and turned around to leave. What do these soldiers usually eat? Xing Buhua asked. Zhang Xingyu was the one who arranged the food. I didn't do anything about it. What's wrong? Bai Yi was puzzled. Mom is getting on in years, and she'll be going back to work soon. Lin Shulan is still in the hospital, so I got someone to come over to do the housework. If I still need to prepare in Ying's meals, I'll have to call 2 people over. Xing Buhua explained. You can ask Zhang Xingyu how he handles the soldiers' meals. It'll be good if he can find someone to take care of Shu Lan after she comes out of the hospital. Mom needs to take care of herself after work. You can discuss it with him. Bai Yi said softly as she continued to eat her breakfast. Her cell phone rang. She saw it was Shen Yan and answered it in front of Xing Buhua. Is Xing Buhua with you? Shen Yan asked. Yes, he is. You can come at 11:00 at noon. The lunch is arranged in a big hotel in City A. I've invited 10 tables. Secretary Jiang will inform the others. When will you give me the medicine? I'll ask Zhang Xingyu to send it to you later. Will Lu Shuang show up for the lunch? Bai Yi asked thoughtfully. Of course. She's my assistant on the surface. Do you need me to arrange time for you to catch up? Shen Yan was perceptive and said. Bai Yi smiled. Thank you. One more thing. I've sent someone to see your subordinate. She's recovering well. Do you still need plastic surgery or to keep her original appearance? Then keep her original appearance. After all, appearance isn't everything, right? Bai Yi said with a smile. Great minds think alike. That's all for now. I have other things to arrange. Okay. Bai hung up the phone and said to Xing Buhua, Shiniyan invited us to the big hotel in City A for lunch at 11 o'clock. Song Shiyu came out of the kitchen. She handed the cake to Xing Buhua and said, I'll make you a sweet one. Xiaoya, what other flavor do you want? Salad dressing, Bai said. Mom, make me a salad dressing too, Xing Buhua said. Okay. Song Shiyu went to make the salad dressing happily. Half an hour later, Zhang Xingyu came in and wolfed down the breakfast made by Song Shiyu. He wolfed down Song Shiyu's breakfast and couldn't help praising, it's so delicious. I'm so happy. Bai put the medicine in a box and handed it to Zhang Xingyu. After you eat it, send this to the President Palace. Remember, you have to hand it to Shiniyan. Okay. I'll do it, Zhang Xingyu said with certainty. Bai was at ease with his work. What's that medicine? Xing Buhua asked in surprise. It's a psychotropic drug. To put it simply, it's given to the patient during hypnosis, Bai explained. Hypnosis? Who? Xing Buhua asked. This time, Shiniyan invited many officials. The main point is Xing Shang. He wants to know where Xing Shang put Wudi's body. Xiaoya, I'm a little worried, Xing Buhua said thoughtfully. What are you worried about? I told Xing Shang that I would tell Shiniyan and ask Shiniyan to punish him. Now that Shiniyan invited him to dinner, he might do something crazy. For example, tell Shiniyan that I'm Xing Buhua, Xing Buhua said worriedly. You're not Gu Lingqing. You can't hide your identity. The problem is, you told him that I'm Gu Lingqing. Will Shiniyan think that we're lying to him on purpose? In my opinion, he's a suspicious person. Plus, when I went to see him yesterday, he asked when we were leaving. I think he's still guarded against me. So what do you mean? Bai looked Xing Buhua up and down. Shiniyan wants to know where Wudi's body is. We can just interrogate him in private and tell him, Xing Buhua suggested. Bai was silent. She took a deep breath. Xing Buhua. Tell me, do you want to be the president? If you want me to leave with you, I can go with you right now, Xing Buhua said in a low voice. He looked at her with deep, determined eyes. So, you don't want to be the president, do you? Bai asked. That depends on whether you want to be the president or not. Xing Buhua threw the question back at her. I understand. If we interrogate him behind Shiniyan's back, Shiniyan will be even more suspicious. Let me handle this. I'll meet Shiniyan at the presidential palace later. Xiaoya, don't trust Shiniyan too much. He even forced his own father to die for the sake of the throne, Xing Buhua reminded her. He's weighing the pros and cons. He's not an unreasonable person. Chapter 706. She understood his suspicion and caution. After all, he had just been betrayed by his dearest Xing Shang, not to mention Shiniyan, who had once tried to kill him. There's a saying, a gentleman is magnanimous, while a villain is sorrowful. If you're afraid of being discovered and live in fear forever, why not face danger head-on and communicate with each other sincerely? What do you think? Do you think that Shiniyan will have a heart-to-heart conversation with us? Now that the three magnates are gone, he has no one to be afraid of. He won't leave any hidden dangers for himself, Xing Buhua said with certainty. Then what do you think is the best thing to do? Bai asked calmly. Why don't we just find out where Wudi's body is? Xing Shang will definitely go to the military court. Can you guarantee that he won't say anything in court? Of course, you can also execute him in secret. But with Shiniyan's intelligence, he can see through your ambition with one look. Do you think he'll let you go? For your own benefit, you've stained your hands with blood. What's the difference between you and Suochuani and Xingdongqing? Bai asked one by one. Her Gu Lingqing would never hurt others for his own benefit. Even Su Zheng, who had once hurt him, he chose to let him go. I understand. Do what you want to do, Xing Buhua said softly. Bai Ye didn't waste any more words with Xing Buhua. He was Gu Lingqing's brother. No matter what, she would protect him. This was her promise to Gu Lingqing. Bai Ye and Zhang Xingyu went to the presidential palace together. Zhang Xingyu noticed that Bai Ye was looking out the window. Madam, will you be with the chief's brother? Zhang Xingyu asked carefully. Bai Ye looked at Zhang Xingyu and said with certainty, no. What about you? Will they be as loyal to Xing Buhua as they are to Gu Lingqing? I don't know. I feel like I've lost my backbone after knowing that the chief is no longer around. But, if I think about it, it's a good thing that the madam is still around. So, I think I will pledge my loyalty to the madam, Zhang Xingyu said after some thought. Bai Ye's lips curled up slightly. Before accompanying Gu Lingqing, she still had to settle down these soldiers. An hour later, Bai Ye entered the presidential palace. Shen Yiyan didn't know that Bai Ye was also here. When she saw Bai Ye, she was slightly surprised. Lu Shuang must be happy. Before seeing her, I want to talk to you first. Is it convenient? Bai Ye said with a smile. Of course, let's go to my study. Shen Yiyan walked in front, and Bai Ye followed behind him. Hua Zixing looked at Bai Ye thoughtfully, and asked, Nangong Yu, next to her, me or her, who is prettier? Her facial features are very exquisite, and so are yours. Her skin is very good, and so is yours. Her temperament is elegant, and so is yours. If you want to point out a difference, it would be that her eyes are very faint, very ethereal, like a fairy who lives in the sky. She has no desires, no thoughts, but there is also compassion. You, on the other hand, have too many desires. Nangong Yu did not continue. So, she's more perfect than me, Hua Zixing said gloomily, and watched as Bai Ye entered Shen Yiyan's study. What's wrong? Shen Yiyan asked. There's something I want to correct. Xing Buhua is not Gu Lingqing. He's Gu Lingqing's twin brother, Bai Ye said, looking at Shen Yiyan. Shen Yiyan looked at Bai Ye in silence with a flicker of fluctuation. I found out yesterday. He pretended to be Gu Lingqing because he was afraid that I would commit suicide if I knew Gu Lingqing was dead, Bai Ye continued. Shen Yiyan was still silent. I hope that you will let him go no matter what happens in the future. Can you promise me that? What if he doesn't let me go? Shen Yiyan asked. I'll ask him to do the same, Bai Ye said with a smile. Shen Yiyan frowned. He won't leave with you. Bai Ye shook his head. He's willing to leave with me and let go of everything here, but I won't leave. You know, Gu Lingqing and I finally got together. If he dies, I won't live. Lu Shuang will be sad if he finds out. Shen Yiyan's frown deepened. She'll have you in the future. I believe you'll protect her. Everyone has their own choices. I feel pain living. Death is the best ending for me. I think you should see a psychologist, Shen Yiyan reminded. Bai Ye smiled. I'm a psychologist. There aren't many people who are better than me in my profession. So, once a psychologist has a mental illness, no one can cure him. It's not a bad choice for you to be with Xing Buhua, Shen Yiyan suggested. What about Lingqing? He's lying on the ground alone. How lonely and sad will he be? Bai Ye's eyes turned red when she thought of Gu Lingqing. The dead can't come back to life. The most important thing is to grasp the present. If we die, we'll have nothing. He won't be able to sense it. We can only live for this lifetime, Shen Yiyan advised. A lifetime is very long. Is it a sad 80 years or a happy 30 years? I know that I might not have a soul after death, but if I live a heartless life, it will be a waste. If I don't have any feelings and live the same life every day, I will be no different from a walking corpse. What's the difference? Maybe you'll find someone in the future that you can entrust your feelings to. The dead Gu Lingqing wasn't worth it. I betrayed him, so I don't deserve a good love, Baiya said. Then according to what you said, if you fall in love once, don't fall in love again. If you fall in love once, don't fall in love again. Then 98% of the people in the world will be bachelors and leftover women, Shen Yiyan disagreed. I loved Su Jiran, but he wasn't worthy of my love, so I gave up. Gu Lingqing is worthy of my life. Shen Yiyan, don't try to persuade me. I won't change my mind when I've already made up my mind. I just want to be with him. I'm not going to change my mind. I only hope that you can let Xing Buhua go in the future. Is that okay? Baiya went back to the main topic and asked. As long as he doesn't hurt me, my family, or the people I love, I won't hurt him. I swear, Shen Yiyan raised her hand and said. Baiya was relieved. Thank you. Also, you've already secured your position. No one can compete with you. When are you going to marry Lu Shuang? This year, I'll terminate the contract with Hua Zixing early. I want to marry her as soon as possible and bring our child back. Shen Yiyan said expectantly. Her eyes dimmed. Can I leave after we get married? Lu Shuang will be very sad. Chapter 707. Are you going to meet her now? Shen Yiyan asked in a low voice. Baiya nodded. She still had a lot to tell Lu Shuang. Shen Yiyan stood at the door of Lu Shuang's room with Baiya. She's inside. She went to bed too late last night, so she may still be sleeping now. Baiya smiled and said, she's still the same. Okay. Shen Yiyan answered and pushed the door open. Lu Shuang suddenly sat up from the bed. His hair was still messy. He asked Shen Yiyan, who was at the door, are you going to have dinner? Not yet. Your friend is here to see you. Shen Yiyan said lovingly. Baiya walked into the room. When Lu Shuang saw Baiya, he screamed in surprise and immediately jumped out of bed. Little Bai, you're back. I missed you so much. She hugged Baiya quickly. Shen Yiyan's eyes were full of sadness. The happier Lu Shuang was at the moment, the sadder he would be when he learned about Baiya's death. He closed the door so that the two sisters could have a good time together. Wait for me. I'll brush my teeth and wash my face first. Let's go to the park to chat later. Lu Shuang said hurriedly and went to the bathroom. Baiya looked at her room. Her room was connected to Shen Yiyan's. A puppy ran in. Baiya was happy. She squatted down and touched the puppy's head. Her puppy was still with Lang Xiao. It would become a small military dog in the future. She felt a little warm in her heart. Lu Shuang came out of the bathroom and took the puppy away. He thought that the puppy was enough, so he put it outside the door and said, go and find your father. The puppy's eyes were wide open, peeping at Lu Shuang. Lu Shuang closed the door and said in a low voice, Shen Yiyan said that Xing Buhua is Gu Lingqing. Baiya shook her head. No, he's Gu Lingqing's twin brother. Ah. They're really twins. Lu Shuang was shocked. No wonder they look so alike. Baiya held Lu Shuang's hand. Shuang Niu, when you marry Shen Yiyan, you'll be the president's wife. Your every move will be expanded. I can't stay with you. You must listen to Shen Yiyan. Otherwise, you'll suffer. The power of public opinion will break your heart. Well, he may find someone to teach me. Alas, actually, I'm not cut out to be an official. Thinking about someone like me becoming the president's wife, I think my ancestors will wake up laughing. Baiya was amused by Lu Shuang. You're very smart. Don't belittle yourself. You just need to restrain yourself and sacrifice a little bit of freedom. Love is about giving and tolerating. This kind of love is also beautiful. Lu Shuang nodded, and there was a hint of sweetness in his smile. Let's go to the park. Okay. Bai Ye said softly. Lu Shuang took Bai Ye out of the door. They passed through the hall and were about to go out. Don't you want breakfast? Shen Yin shouted. Call me when it's time for lunch. I'll take little Bai out for a walk. Lu Shuang said and was about to go out. We'll go out after breakfast. It's not good for your stomach if you don't eat breakfast. I steamed meat buns for you. Shen Yin stood up and said. Ah, then I'll eat while walking, Lu Shuang said. Shen Yin had no choice but to go to the kitchen to get the buns. Bai Ye smiled. Shen Yin was usually reserved and calm. His other side would only appear in front of the woman he loved. Lu Shuang followed him into the kitchen. After a while, he came out with a meat bun. Let's go. The air outside is good. If you encounter something and feel pressured when you're doing it, but you have no choice but to do it, what will you do? Bai Ye asked. You're asking me. Lu Shuang was confused. I have no choice but to do it. Then I can only bite the bullet and do it. What else can I do? Yes. Once you recognize that you have no choice but to do it, then relax your mind. You only need to do a little bit every day and keep working hard in the direction of completing it. When you're tired, you can lie down and listen to music quietly. It can calm your mind. Or it can be a trip. It can make you forget your troubles and calm down in simple happiness, Bai Ye said softly. Lu Shuang stopped walking. The meat bun also stopped eating. He had a bad feeling. Why are you telling me this? Did something happen? Bai Ye shook her head lightly. In the future, I'll go on a trip. I want to teach you the method. You're not coming back anymore? Lu Shuang asked. His eyes were a little red. Maybe. You've always been a cold person. You've been abroad for a few years and you said you wouldn't contact me anymore. Lu Shuang wiped the corner of his eyes and turned around. I won't miss you anymore. Bai Ye felt a faint pain in her heart. She was a person without family, so she valued love and friendship very much. She went forward and hugged Lu Shuang. I'm very lucky in this life. I have a lover like Gu Lingqing and a friend like you. I didn't live my life in vain. Then don't leave. We'll be together forever. I'll be the president's wife in the future. You're her friend. You're awesome, okay? Lu Shuang turned around and looked at her. Bai Ye lowered her head and kissed Lu Shuang's forehead. Forgive me. I won't forgive you. You're always like this. You only do your own things. Why do you have to leave? I'm already back. You've wronged me. I've already forgiven you. Are you not willing to stay? Lu Shuang said emotionally. Bai Ye caressed Lu Shuang's head and smiled. I still have something to tell you. Remember it. I don't want to remember it, Lu Shuang said stubbornly. She turned around and walked towards the villa. Bai Ye stared at her back. Her heart was as calm as still water. She had to leave anyway. So, she could not force it for even a moment. Lu Shuang walked for 10 meters. Seeing that Bai Ye did not call him and did not follow him, he sighed helplessly. He turned around and walked towards Bai Ye. Say it. I'm listening. If you love him, don't do what you think is right. Do what he wants you to do. That way, you won't be a burden to others. Is it what Gu Lingqing wants you to do, to leave everything here and travel? Lu Shuang asked. He's already dead. I can't ask for his opinion, Bai Ye said softly. Lu Shuang felt sorry for Bai Ye. She was such a beautiful woman. She was still young, but she was going to die alone. No matter how angry he was, it disappeared. Tears rolled down his cheeks. I can't bear to leave you, Xiao Bai, Lu Shuang choked with sobs. Bai Ye walked forward and hugged Lu Shuang. She looked into the distance. Chapter 708. Others might say things that might hurt you, make you feel uncomfortable, sad, or depressed. Remember, don't mind them. Those people won't be able to enter your life. Their opinions and words are all aimed at hurting you. It's not the truth, so don't take it seriously, Bai Ye continued. Lu Shuang nodded. His tears were still flowing, and his shoulders were trembling. You have to grow up. When we can be simple, it's because someone created a protective circle for us that we can be free. But the people who protect us are too tired. Don't let the people who love us suffer, Bai Ye said gently. Lu Shuang raised his head and looked at Bai Ye. What if I can't do it? Bai Ye smiled. You just have to improve a little every day. The harder you work, the happier you will be. Maintain a good mental state. Just a little bit of improvement is enough for you to be happy. You need a goal in life to live a fulfilling life. You don't have to be dispirited, bored, or feel inferior. Lu Shuang nodded. Call me when you're free when you're going on a trip, okay? Bai Ye looked at Lu Shuang deeply. She was good at lying only to comfort the people she loved. She didn't want Lu Shuang to be too desperate. She nodded. I'll send you a postcard every time I go. Lu Shuang heaved a sigh of relief. What else do you want to tell me? That's all for today. I'll write some things on a postcard and send them to you, Bai Ye said gently. Okay, Lu Shuang lowered his head and took a bite of his bun. Will you go on a trip with Xing Buhua? Bai Ye shook her head. Every time I see him, I'll think of Gu Lingqing and feel sad. Forget it. You're so beautiful. You might meet your true love when you go on a trip. Oh yeah, that Alan seems to be waiting for you too, Lu Shuang said. Bai Ye smiled. Alan and I are the purest of friends. I still owe him a meal. When I go to his place for a trip, I'll specially treat him. Yeah, I think you two are a good match. So, as long as you're alive, nothing is impossible. Look at me. I hated Shiniyan so much, but now I'm with him. It's a miracle. Lu Shuang sighed and ate a bun. There are 2 days left. What are you going to do? I haven't decided yet. I'll probably stay at home. I promised to do a psychological test for Lang Xiao, but I haven't have yet. I really should learn from you. You actually learned psychology so well. I've almost forgotten all about gynecology and obstetrics, and now I've become a professional web addict, Lu Shuang said in shame. I really should learn from you. I didn't expect you to be so good at psychology. I've almost forgotten about gynecology and obstetrics. I've become a professional netizen, Lu Shuang said shamefully. When Lu Shuang turned around, Shiniyan quickly walked to her side and put a cloak on her. She scolded, you might catch a cold. Don't go out with so little clothes on. I'm just showing off my strong body, Lu Shuang said cheerfully. Shiniyan looked at Bai Ye. Lu Shuang and I are going to the restaurant first. You can come back in an hour. Ha! I haven't talked much with Xiao Bai yet. Can I go later? Lu Shuang complained. You're my assistant. What do you think? It's fake. Actually, it's okay if I don't go, right? Lu Shuang asked sneakily. Shiniyan said helplessly, forget it. You stay at home and rest. Be good. Lu Shuang hugged Bai Ye's arm happily. Can I go shopping with Xiao Bai? I haven't gone shopping with Xiao Bai for a long time. Shiniyan knocked Lu Shuang's head. Don't push your luck. Baiya still has something to do in the afternoon. She can't finish it in a short time. What about at night? Can we go at night? Lu Shuang asked pitifully. Shiniyan remained silent. Lu Shuang saw that there was a chance. He let go of Baiya and hugged Shiniyan's arm. He said coquettishly, I'll go out at night and buy you something delicious. Shiniyan looked at Baiya and asked in a deep voice, Can you go at night? Baiya nodded. Lu Shuang jumped up in joy. That's great. Ha ha ha. The man I love the most and the woman I love the most are by my side. It feels great. Shiniyan looked at Baiya meaningfully. Her eyes darkened. Baiya just smiled. She was calm like a stream flowing freely in the depths of the forest. Serene and natural. Shiniyan went to the restaurant to make arrangements. Baiya returned to her usual silence. She listened to Lu Shuang talk about the game and Shiniyan. I think that Hua Zixing isn't in a good state recently. I saw her crying once, Lu Shuang said in surprise. Because Shiniyan doesn't have any internal problems. She will get rid of her external problems. She's probably worried that Shiniyan will abandon her. At times like this, you have to protect yourself. Do you understand? It's better for you to be inseparable from Shiniyan, Baiya said worriedly. Shiniyan will definitely bring her along when she goes for dinner. She will bring the fake Nangong Yu. Moreover, Shiniyan should have arranged for someone to protect me in the villa. Since he promised me to go shopping with you tonight, he will make the arrangements. Lu Shuang was relieved. Baiya was experienced. She reminded, caution is the parent of safety. Carelessness will lead to a great loss. Lu Shuang nodded. I learned self-defense from an uncle when I was on the wrong track. I will ask Shiniyan to teach me how to design when she's free. I will keep a gun by my side in the future. Baiya looked at the time. I have to go. I have something to do. Lu Shuang gestured for her to make a phone call. Let's talk later. Okay. Baiya walked to the door. Zhang Xingyu did not leave. They went to the restaurant. Shiniyan's men were waiting at the door. They brought Baiya to the private room. In the private room, other than Shiniyan and Shiniyan's men, there was also Xing Shang, who was lying on the chair with his eyes closed. He fell asleep after taking your medicine. Is he okay? Shiniyan asked. It's like this. Some people have strong willpower. It's not easy to hypnotize them, so they use this medicine. You can leave first. I will tell you the address after I ask for it, Baiya said. Shiniyan trusted Baiya. Moreover, he had installed surveillance cameras in the room. He brought his men out. Baiya looked at the sleeping Xing Shang. She gave him something to smell. Xing Shang opened his eyes slowly. Baiya sat opposite him. She knocked on the table rhythmically and said, You woke up from your bed and opened the curtains. It's dark outside. However, you still have to go out because you have to do something big. This thing can only be done by yourself. Xing Shang was scared. He looked at the air. You're not dead. Chapter 709. I must have been possessed. That's why I killed you. I didn't want to either. Xing Shang retreated into a corner. He squatted on the ground and shivered. I'm so cold. I miss my family. I can't see my surroundings. Where did you bury me? Asked Baiya. Xing Shang lowered his head and hugged himself. Baiya walked to Xing Shang and placed his hand on Xing Shang's shoulder. Xing Shang shuddered. He looked at Baiya with fear in his eyes. If I can't find my way home, I can only follow you. No, don't follow me. Xing Shang didn't dare to look at Bai Ye. He shrunk into a corner. "Grandpa, where's my dad, Wu Di? I want to bring him home," asked Bai Ye. Xing Shang looked at Bai Ye. He seemed to see hope. "He's in the golden sand forest. I buried him underground. I don't know where exactly." Bai Ye stood up and looked at the helpless Xing Shang. He ignored him and opened the door. Shen Yin and his men were standing outside. "Wu Di's body is in the golden sand forest. It's a huge forest. I need your men to investigate," said Bai Ye. Shen Yin ordered his men to go. He looked at Bai Ye in surprise. "Is this hypnosis? It's so magical. Xing Shang looks like his soul has left his body. Did he see Wu Di? There's nothing magical about it. The drug I gave you was a hallucinogen. After Xing Shang took it, he started hallucinating. Then, I entered his world and started guiding him," explained Bai Ye. Shen Yin knew that many drug addicts would have unimaginable hallucinations. Wouldn't we be able to use this method when there's a crime? Now, many countries' police departments have indeed found hypnotist masters to cooperate with, but hypnosis is useless against people with super strong willpower or people without weaknesses. Moreover, this kind of hallucinogen will cause nerve damage that is irreparable, and there will be great sequelae. "What side effects?" Shen Yin asked. "Trapped in the hypnotized world, unable to come out, suffering from mental illnesses, delusions, hysteria, and so on. Moreover, the level of hypnosis masters varied. Some even gave criminals loopholes. Only in special cases would they use such an extreme method as hypnosis. Use it with caution. Some people say that it's inhumane," Bai Ye said with a smile. Shen Yin understood. "Let's go eat. Thank you for your hard work. Since the matter has been resolved, I won't be going for dinner. I don't have much of an appetite in front of your officials. It's better for me to eat at home." Bai Ye rejected. "Okay. Should I inform Xing Buhua? He's at the dinner now." Bai Ye shook her head. "I want to go back and rest." "All right. You have to accompany my woman to go shopping tonight. Thank you for your hard work. I'll get someone to send you out from another door." Bai Ye nodded and went out from another door. Zhang Xingyu was still in the car. "Let's go back to the manor," Bai Ye said softly. She leaned against the chair and closed her eyes. She fell asleep. She really fell asleep. Zhang Xingyu did not have the heart to wake Bai Ye up. An hour later, he drove to the manor. Bai Ye did not open her eyes. "Madam, we're here," Zhang Xingyu said softly. Bai Ye still did not wake up. He nudged Bai Ye. Bai Ye opened her eyes slowly. "Madam, we're here. You will feel uncomfortable sleeping in the car," Zhang Xingyu said with concern. "Okay." Bai Ye got out of the car and turned to look at Zhang Xingyu. "Let's have dinner together." "Yes, madam." Bai Ye pushed the door open. Song Shiyu was not at home. She went into the kitchen. Song Shiyu had prepared a few dishes and she warmed them up. "Let me do it." "Madam, you can take a rest first. I'll call you when the food is ready," Zhang Xingyu said respectfully. Bai Ye smiled. "I slept for a while in the car just now. I'm very energetic now. I don't feel tired and it will heat up quickly." "Oh right, have you discussed with Xing Buhua about what the soldiers will eat?" "What Mr. Xing means is that there's no danger now, so we just need to protect him as usual. In the future, his people will cook for us." "By the way, why aren't his people here yet?" Zhang Xingyu looked around. "Maybe they'll come tonight." Just as Bai Ye finished her sentence, Xing Buhua called. She picked up the call calmly. "Where are you?" "I'm almost done with dinner." I still haven't seen you. Xing Buhua asked worriedly. I'm already home. Xing Shang told me where Wu Di is buried. He will be punished by the law. Okay. I'm back now. Xing Buhua, I have an appointment with Lu Shuang to go shopping tonight, Baiya said softly. Sure. Ask Zhang Xingyu to find someone to protect you secretly. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, Baiya replied calmly. After dinner, she went to mark the exam papers. She tried her best to mark all the papers in a few days. It was the last thing she could do for Gu Lingqing. At 5:00 in the afternoon, Lu Shuang called. Little Bai, where are you? Let's have dinner together. Shen Yan has a guest today. He said I can stay at your place. Ha ha ha, I'm completely free today. Let's go. Okay. Tell me the address. I'll go there now. It's a bit far from here. You'll have to wait for me, Baiya said. She stood up and walked outside. Do you remember the fish house I brought you to? Lu Shuang asked thoughtfully. If you want to eat fish, just come to my house. I'm fishing now. I should catch 1 or 2 fish in an hour. The fish in the lake are very fresh, Baiya suggested. Okay. Okay. I'll come over now. Wait for me. Lu Shuang hung up the phone in a hurry. When Baiya went out and saw that it was getting dark, she quickly asked Zhang Xingyu to dig a hole in the lake. She took the fishing gear and was about to go to the lake. Xing Buhua drove back and asked, Are you going fishing now? Yes. Lu Shuang will come later. He said he wants to eat fish. I should be able to catch some now, Baiya said. Xing Buhua took the fishing gear from her hand. It's very cold outside. Wait for me at home. I'll go fishing and come back. I'll go with you. I also want to go out for some fresh air. Then wear more clothes. Okay. Okay. Baiya took the down jacket and said to Song Shiyu, who was busy in the kitchen, Mom, Lu Shuang came today. He wants to eat fish. Shall we have fish hot pot tonight? Sure, Song Shiyu said with a good temper. Baiya followed Xing Buhua out and asked, How is Xing Shang now? He's been locked up, but he doesn't seem to be in a good state of mind. He keeps saying that Wu Di is standing in front of him, Xing Buhua said with a frown. I hypnotized him. He didn't get the antidote. Xing Buhua looked at her in surprise. Will he always be like this? Chapter 7:10. When will your people come? Baiya asked. Tomorrow, I may bring 3 people. 2 people won't be able to cook for so many soldiers. They still have to clean the house and wash the soldiers' clothes. Besides, didn't you want to buy the equipment? I'll find an expert in architecture and ask the soldiers to help build a new house. After that, it should be very busy. Xing Buhua was thorough. Baiya was deep in thought. She wanted to build a house to put the equipment in to study the antidote. Now that she had decided to accompany Gu Lingqing, why would she still need to build a house? Oh, right, she could entrust the antidote to Xing Buhua. It's been hard on you, Baiya said softly. Xing Buhua smiled. As long as you're here, it's not hard for me to do anything. One more thing. Can you bring back Gu Lingqing's ashes? Baiya asked. Bury him. Do you want to break open his grave to get his ashes? He's with his parents and grandparents now. It's very lively and he won't be lonely. Oh, Baiya responded, her eyes a little misty. She couldn't bring Gu Lingqing with her, so she could only go to his place to accompany him. After a while, they arrived at the lake. Zhang Xingyu had already broken the hole. Xing Buhua sat by the lake and fished. I'll go back to get the tent and the stove. It's too cold, Zhang Xingyu said and ran back immediately. Baiya sat beside Xing Buhua and stared at the hole. She didn't think about anything. There were many fish in the lake. They weren't fed, so they were easy to catch. After a while, Xing Buhua caught a crucian carp. Baiya wanted to help put the fish into the tank. It's too cold. You can just watch from the side, Xing Buhua said considerately. He took the fish off the hook and put it into the water tank. Baiya looked at Xing Buhua's face, which was exactly the same as Gu Lingqing's, with an infatuated expression. She seemed to see Gu Lingqing through Xing Buhua. Seeing Baiya smile, Xing Buhua felt warm in his heart. He believed that in the long run, she would fall in love with him, just like how she fell in love with Gu Lingqing. Zhang Xingyu drove over. Chief, madam, I've brought the tent over. You can stay in the tent and fish. It will be much warmer there. He first brought the stove over and placed a kettle on top of it. In an instant, a wave of warmth washed over his exposed skin. Zhang Xingyu set up the stove and unfurled the tent. He placed the sponge mattress in the tent. Can we catch fish at night? Baiya murmured. In fact, fishing at night is better than during the day. But it's best to use blue light. This kind of light will attract fish, Xing Buhua explained. Okay. Baiya responded gently. Wait in the tent. It's warm there, Xing Buhua said. Baiya nodded. She sat in the tent and looked at the lake. Zhang Xingyu saw that they were in a good mood, so he didn't want to be a third wheel. He drove back. 20 minutes later, Xing Buhua caught another black carp. It was very big, probably more than 20 kilograms. Baiya ran over happily. With this fish, Lu Shuang would have something to eat. I think, with this lake, I can live the rest of my life without worrying about food or clothing, she said with a smile. Okay. Since you like fishing, I will accompany you often. In spring, we can open a pond over there and put lobster seedlings in it. In summer, we can catch lobsters, Xing Buhua suggested. Baiya lowered her head and smiled. It sounded good. Let's go back. It's enough. Okay. Let's go. Xing Buhua held the fishing gear in one hand and the water tank in the other. He walked in front. Baiya followed behind him. It was easy to get dark in winter. When they got home, it was already dark by 6:10 p.m. Baiya and Zhang Xingyu went to the kitchen to deal with the fish. Xing Buhua and Zhang Xingyu discussed building a house. At 6:30 p.m., Baiya's phone rang. She saw it was Lu Shuang and quickly answered. Little Bai, your guards stopped me from coming in. Can you tell them? Lu Shuang said. Okay. Give them the phone, Baiya said. She heard the guard's voice on the other end of the phone. Madam. Let her in. She's my friend. Baiya hung up and said to Zhang Xingyu, my friend will be here soon. Is the pot ready? Let me tidy up the fish first. Done. I also made a shrimp pot with a lot of chicken wings in it. It should be good, Zhang Xingyu said. That's great. Thank you, Mom. Baiya opened the pot and put oil, pepper, onion, ginger, garlic, etc. She put the fish into the pot and stir-fried it. Then she put it into the pot. She suddenly thought of something. Mom, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm going to pick up my friend, Baiya said and took off her apron in a hurry. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Zhang Xingyu took over Baiya's work. Baiya rushed to the door. Lu Shuang's car had already driven in and stopped on the lawn. Baiya walked over and held Lu Shuang's hand. She said softly, there's one thing. Xing Buhua lives with us. My mom doesn't know that he's not Gu Lingqing. Don't tell her. She'll be sad. Ah. Xing Buhua lives with you. If the old lady likes him to be Gu Lingqing, then you'll be sharing a room with him, right? Lu Shuang asked in surprise. Bai Ye nodded. He's sleeping on the sofa. Remember not to tell her. Lu Shuang made a zipping gesture on his lips. She opened the door and took out 2 fruit baskets. Put my luggage in the car. I'll stay here for 2 days. Okay. Bai Ye took Lu Shuang to the villa. As soon as they entered, Lu Shuang smelled the aroma. It smells so good. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. Bai Ye laughed. Wash your hands and sit at the dining table. It's time to eat. There's fish soup, hot pot and spicy prawns. My mother-in-law specially made them. Your mother-in-law is so nice. Lu Shuang put down the fruit baskets and saw Song Shiyu. He smiled and greeted, "Hello, Auntie." Good, good. Take a seat. It's time to eat. I'll call Lingqing and Xingyu to come over. Song Shiyu put the bowls and chopsticks on the table. Take a seat first. I'll prepare a seasoning plate for you, Bai Ye said and went to the kitchen. Lu Shuang followed her. I like to eat something sweet. I know. Bai Ye prepared 5 seasoning plates and placed them on the dining table. Xing Buhua and Zhang Xingyu were still talking. Xing Buhua saw Lu Shuang and smiled politely. Lu Shuang also smiled. Hello, Chief. It's a blessing to have a meal with Chief. You're so naughty. Bai Ye said to Lu Shuang. Let's eat. Sing this fish. Lingqing just caught it from the lake. Chapter 7:11. Bai Ye picked up some for Lu Shuang and placed it on her plate. Lu Shuang made a sound of enjoyment. I think it's better than what we had at the fish farm. The fish there might be farmed. The fish here are wild. They must have been here for many years and are growing on their own, Bai Ye explained. I want to eat fish here for the rest of my life. Don't stop me. Lu Shuang picked up more fish with his chopsticks. Okay, Bai Ye replied gently. Song Shiyu looked at Lu Shuang and her eyes dimmed. I think of Shulan. She should be fine now. All that's left is the recovery time. If there's nothing wrong, let's bring her back. She's lonely in the hospital, Bai Ye said. I'll go to the hospital to see her tomorrow and ask the doctor if she can be discharged. It's better to stay at home than in the hospital, Song Shiyu said. Bai Ye nodded. The meal was heartwarming and comfortable. Lu Shuang rubbed his stomach and asked Zhang Xingyu, do you know how to play level up? We'll play mahjong tonight. I'll play with Xiao Bai and you'll play with the chief. How about $100 a game? I'm not good at mahjong. I'm afraid that I'll be a burden to the chief, Zhang Xingyu looked at Xing Buhua and said. It's okay. It's rare for us to play. I'll pay if we lose, Xing Buhua said with a smile. Zhang Xingyu was elated. Long live the chief. I have a feeling that I'll win a lot today. Ha 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 ha, Lu Shuang said happily. They started the game very quickly. Song Shiyu poured water for them and prepared some melon seeds, peanuts, pistachios, pine nuts, and sweets. Lu Shuang suddenly felt like he was celebrating Chinese New Year. Thank you, Auntie. Song Shiyu also felt that Lu Shuang was a happy person. The atmosphere in the house became better. Come and play more in the future. Okay, Auntie. The 4 of them were having fun. Xing Buhua was obviously going easy on them. Lu Shuang was laughing happily. Bai Ye was also in a good mood. When he saw that Bai Ye was in a good mood, he was also affected. They played until 10 o'clock. Bai Ye's phone rang. She saw that it was Shen Yi's call and looked at Lu Shuang in surprise. Why didn't Shen Yi call Lu Shuang? Puzzled, she picked up the call. Baiya, don't let Lu Shuang come back for the time being. In addition, ensure his safety, Shen Yi said seriously. Baiya noticed that everyone was looking at her. I'm sorry, I'll leave for a while. She stood up and walked into the library. What's wrong? What happened? Nangong Yu's brother suddenly came to visit today. His words were very unfriendly. I'm worried that he might do something bad to Lu Shuang. I'll let Lu Shuang come back after he leaves, Shen Yi said. You? When are you going to marry Lu Shuang? Baiya asked suspiciously. After Nangong Yu's brother leaves, I'll negotiate with Hua Zixing and end our relationship as soon as possible. If everything goes well, we'll divorce next month and marry Lu Shuang 6 months later, Shen Yi said in a deep voice. Got it. You be careful too. Okay. Baiya hung up and returned to the mahjong table. Xing Buhua looked at the time on his phone. It's getting late and you're pregnant. Why don't you rest early? Can I sleep with Baiya today? Let me have Baiya for the time being, Lu Shuang said to Xing Buhua with a grin. Xing Buhua nodded. Don't disturb her sleep. She'll wake up easily. Lu Shuang saluted. Of course. Xiao Bai, which room are you in? Baiya looked at Xing Buhua. I'll sleep in the library today, Xing Buhua said. Thank you, Baiya said gently and brought Lu Shuang back to her room. Xing Buhua went to the library and sent a message. How's it going? That woman is very similar to the real Nangong Yu. She can answer a lot of questions. Even her brother's personality is the same. She disguised herself very well. What should we do next? Mo asked. Have you found the place where the real Nangong Yu is imprisoned? Xing Buhua asked coldly. I've found the location, but Hua Zixing's men are watching it very closely. I'm afraid it'll be difficult to rescue her. I've already contacted Leng Shuang today. He said that he'll join me. I've also contacted Gu Tianheng's old subordinates. They also said that they'll join me. Currently, the only obstacle is Shen Yi, Xing Buhua said in a low voice. He narrowed his eyes and there was a malicious glint in them. Sir, please give me your orders. You saved my life and my family needs your help too. I'll do my best, Mo said. Very well. Don't worry. After this, you'll be able to enjoy your old age. Your family will also return to your side. Show the video to brother Nangong Yu and tell him the address of the person who imprisoned Nangong Yu. Leave the rest to me. Yes. Asterisk on Baiya's side, everything was peaceful. She had a good night's sleep and woke up naturally. The president's palace was filled with bloodshed. When she woke up, Lu Shuang was still asleep. She carefully got out of bed and went to the bathroom. She brushed her teeth and washed up. When she opened the door, she saw Zhang Xingyu standing in front of her door. He seemed to have waited for a long time with a heavy heart. What's wrong? Baiya asked in confusion. Madam, hurry up and look at the internet, Zhang Xingyu reminded her. Baiya went to the library and turned on the computer. There were 2 videos on the computer. One was the scene of Hua Zixing forcing Nangong Yu into the snake pit. The lines were also recorded clearly. The other video showed an intense shooting. Someone rescued the dying Nangong Yu from the basement. Then, the scene changed. There was another Nangong Yu who rushed over and fought with a man, beating him to the ground. What's this? Baiya was shocked. It seems that someone is targeting the President and Mrs. President. Mrs. President had brought a girl from country M. Mrs. President couldn't have children, so she promised her that she would give birth to the President's child in 4 years. Her child will be the President in the future, and she is the default candidate for the president. Her child will be the president in the future, Zhang Xingyu said. Baiya frowned as she looked at the comments below. It had become a disaster zone, bombarding Shen Yiyan and Hua Zixing. However, the president had another woman behind him and even had a child with another woman. Nan Gongyu flew into a rage out of humiliation and hurt the president's woman. He was forced into the snake pit by Hua Zixing and imprisoned. The Nan Gongyu beside Hua Zixing right now is a fake. The man who was beaten to the ground just now, the man who was beaten to the ground should be Nan Gongyu's brother, Zhang Xingyu continued. A lot of information flashed through Baiya's mind. She immediately called Shen Yiyan. Shen Yiyan hung up. Chapter 7:12. Baiya's mind was in a mess. She closed her eyes. She was worried that the fact that Lu Shuang was the woman behind Shen Yiyan could not be concealed. Then, Lu Shuang would become the target of Quan Ming's attack. She would be the first to suffer. Her phone rang. She saw that it was Shen Yiyan's call. She picked it up immediately and asked anxiously, "How did this happen?" "Baiya, who is more important in your heart, Xing Buhua or Lu Shuang?" Shen Yiyan asked in a low voice. "What do you mean?" Baiya stood up from her seat. She had a bad feeling about this. Xing Buhua is the mastermind behind all this. The video was shot by Hua Rui's nanny. She is Xing Buhua's person. Baiya was silent. She recalled many things. She still could not believe it. Xing Buhua had clearly said that it was up to her whether he would be the president or not. "Do you have any evidence?" The nanny beside Hua Rui was a spy who was abandoned by the country. She was saved by Xing Buhua. From the angle of the video and the surveillance footage, it was shot by the nanny. "I think his purpose is to be the president." "Baiya, you believe me now. He is not Gu Lingqing. His ambition has never disappeared. He appeared by your side and pretended to be Gu Lingqing not to prevent you from committing suicide, but to steal Gu Lingqing's power. He has done it now. Ling Shuang and the others used to be Gu Lingqing's people. Now they are all his people." Shen Yiyan told Baiya everything about today's investigation. Baiya only felt that her brain was struck by lightning. It was numb. There was a short blank in her mind. She was silent. "Are you still listening?" Shen Yiyan asked. Baiya took a deep breath. "Do you have any remedial measures now?" Xing Buhua is ruthless. This time, he cut off all my escape routes. I can't answer to the M Nation's king, the Hua family, the Nangong family, or the people. Moreover, if I'm not surprised, the M Nation's king will listen to the Xiong family's provocation and attack me in order to protect himself. In order to protect themselves, the Hua family will turn against me. They will make me hand over Lu Shuang. Lu Shuang will become the main culprit behind public opinion. Shen Yiyan's voice deepened. She was silent for 3 seconds. Baiya also felt the seriousness of the matter. In ancient times, there was an emperor called Tang Minghuang. He loved Yang Guifei very much. During the Insha rebellion, the officials and the common people put all the blame on Yang Guifei, demanding that the emperor's side be cleansed. No matter how much Emperor Tang loved Yang Guifei, he could only watch helplessly as Yang Yuhuan was hanged. In the end, even Shen Yiyan might not be able to do anything. "Are you sure there's no solution? How to refute these attacks?" "I can use my website to help you. Maybe I can turn the tide." Baiya quickly thought of a solution. The video has been sent out. It's hard to turn the tide. What about the negotiation with the Nangong family? There's always a glimmer of hope, right? The Nangong family has already surrendered to the Xiong family. They will pursue this matter, Baiya. Shen Yiyan became serious. "Listen, I can hold on for 2 or 3 months at most. This time, I won't be able to turn the tide. If Lu Shuang stays with me, he will definitely die. Even if he doesn't die, I don't want her to suffer with me. Her life will be threatened at any time. Send her away secretly. If possible, don't let her come back for the rest of her life. Her child is also in D country now. I will send the child to her. She is the legal representative of the company in X country. I will find a way to transfer the money to her. Shen Yin said with red eyes. When he could give her happiness, he did everything he could to keep her. He once said that even if he was imprisoned, he would not let her go. But now, he was really going to lose power. What he had to do was not to drag her down with him. He had to think about the best place to go. Bai Ye's eyes turned red. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything and you don't know anything. I was too careless. Please take care of Lu Shuang. Shen Yin sobbed. I still have something to deal with. I'll hang up first. Shen Yin said and hung up the phone. Bai Ye stood there in a daze. She felt very uncomfortable. It was like a cold rain on a cloudy day. She thought that at least Lu Shuang could be happy. Why did it have to be like this? It was like a sudden clap of thunder on a sunny day. She couldn't bear the sudden change. She sat on the bed and panted. She still felt sad. The person who hurt her friend was the brother of the man she loved the most. She couldn't control her emotions anymore. She was so angry that she swept all the papers on the table to the ground. Zhang Xingyu knew that Bai Ye was sad. He silently picked up all the papers on the ground and put them on the table. Bai Ye glanced at the papers on the table and called Ling Shuai. Ling Shuai answered. Did Xing Buhua look for you? Bai Ye asked directly. Yes. He analyzed the situation with me and talked about his ideals and ambitions. I think they are very close to mine, so I am willing to support him to be the president. I think the spirit of the chief in heaven will also agree, Ling Shuai said. Really? Bai Ye's eyes turned red. So you decided to betray Gu Lingqing. This is not a betrayal. It's just that someone has come to take over the chief's dream. Becoming the president is not Gu Lingqing's dream. Bai Ye raised her voice. But this is my dream. I want to support the chief to become the president. After talking with Xing Buhua, I think he can do a better job than the chief. I'm sorry, Bai Ye. I have decided to work hard in the future. Whether you understand it or not, it's fine. So, you have been helping me because you think that Xing Buhua is Gu Lingqing and wants to make Gu Lingqing the president, not because of Gu Lingqing, so you are protecting her orphan? Bai Ye asked. We are soldiers. We have our glory and mission. We should not be soft-hearted or have a woman's view. You just want to live a peaceful life and work in peace and contentment. But in my eyes, this is decadence and self-abandonment. What I want is to make the country rich and powerful. What do you mean by making the country rich and powerful? It sounds nice, but you just want to satisfy your ambition. In fact, you are no different from Xing Dongqing. You also covet the position of the president, Bai Ye said anxiously. Since you can't understand, it's meaningless for me to explain. Don't call me again. Ling Shuai hung up the phone. Bai Ye was so angry that she smashed the phone. What friendship? What passion? When she fought against Xing Dongqing and Sui Chuani, they all followed her lead. Chapter 7:13. Madam, don't be too agitated. You're pregnant, Zhang Xingyu said worriedly. He picked up Bai Ye's phone and placed it on the table. You're going to follow Xing Buhua too, right? Bai Ye asked Zhang Xingyu directly. Zhang Xingyu kept quiet and lowered his head. Bai Ye understood everything. They took care of her and protected her because they thought that Gu Lingqing was not dead. By doing so, they could improve their careers. When they were sure that Gu Lingqing was dead, they would choose someone else to rely on. Everyone had their own selfish motives. She understood that. She could not blame others. She could only respect their choices because she could not change it. However, she was sad. Was this the inning that she wanted to protect for Gu Lingqing? Her world seemed to collapse in an instant. Go, take your inning with you. You can rely on whoever you want, Ling Shuo or Xing Buhua, Bai Ye sniffled and said. Zhang Xingyu looked at Bai Ye and felt sad. Madam, can't you be with Xing Buhua? You treat Xing Buhua as Chief Gu. Many times, I thought that Xing Buhua was Chief Gu. He's not Gu Lingqing. Gu Lingqing would not sacrifice innocent people to gain his own benefits and power. In his heart, the lives of ordinary people are more important than his own. How could he betray them? How could he take the initiative to harm others? Bai Ye said with tears in her eyes. But Chief Gu is such a good person. He's not around anymore, isn't he? Zhang Xingyu nodded. So you can rely on whoever you want. He doesn't need you. I don't need you either. Bai Ye said firmly. Even if we turn to Xing Buhua, aren't we still following you? There's no difference. The difference is that if you follow me, all you get is a salary. If you follow Xing Buhua, you can get glory and do things that are better for you. You can leave now. Bai Ye glanced at the door. Zhang Xingyu didn't leave. Madam, don't be like this. I'm scared. I need some time alone. Bai Ye closed his eyes. In that case, madam, please rest for a while. I'll be here if you need me to, Zhang Xingyu said before he turned around and left the room, closing the door behind him. Bai Ye closed her eyes, but her tears were still flowing. She missed Gu Lingqing so much. Without him, she didn't want to stay in this cruel world for a second. But if she died now, what would happen to Lu Shuang? She would send Lu Shuang away safely. Zhang Xingyu was already Xing Buhua's man. She couldn't trust or rely on these people anymore. The only one she could trust was Alan. Yes, only Alan. Bai Ye wiped her tears and immediately brought Lu Shuang to look for Alan. She rushed out of the library and Xing Buhua stood in front of her. She felt a chill down her spine. Fear rose in her heart and she took a step back. You know everything. Xing Buhua locked his eyes on her and asked. Bai Ye forced herself to calm down. If she fell out with Xing Buhua directly, she would probably be imprisoned in this manner for the rest of her life. Lu Shuang would be forced out by him and become a weapon to threaten Shinian. She couldn't call for help. She would rather die than live. The point was that if she died, she would be separated from Gu Lingqing and become a ghost trapped in this manner. Got it. Bai Ye lowered her eyes. I believe that fate is in my own hands. Trusting Shinian is like hanging my head on the edge of a cliff. If he wants to kill me, he can kill me. I can't eat and sleep well every day. Now, no one will hurt us anymore. I am the only king. Xing Buhua said arrogantly. He was arrogant and proud. Bai Ye replied calmly. What will you do to Lu Shuang? She is your friend. I will make sure she is safe. Xing Buhua promised. Now that Shinian can't make a comeback, if Lu Shuang stays by his side, he will only be in danger. I want to send her away secretly. Do you agree? Bai Ye asked, looking into his eyes. Xing Buhua nodded. She is innocent. Send her away. I'll talk to her. Bai Ye lowered her head and walked past him. Xing Buhua held her hand. Aren't you happy for me? From now on, no one will hurt you. Bai Ye twitched the corner of her mouth and looked at him coldly. Congratulations, you finally got what you wanted. That's good. When I become the king, I will marry you. From then on, we will be happy. Xing Buhua promised. Baiya smiled and said nothing. She walked upstairs. Lu Shuang woke up too. He brushed his teeth with his toothbrush and came out of the bathroom. Are you hungry? Baiya asked softly. Lu Shuang touched his stomach. I think I woke up because I was hungry. Let's have breakfast first, Baiya said. She turned around and shouted to Song Shiyu, Mom, we want to have breakfast. Coming, coming. Song Shiyu brought over the pancakes she made. Lu Shuang took a big bite and looked around. Where's Xing Buhua? Isn't he here? Yeah, Baiya answered and ate her breakfast. I want to go somewhere later. Come with me. Where is it? Is it fun? Lu Shuang asked. Baiya looked at her eyes that were as pure as the blue sky and white clouds. Her heart ached. To the temple. There's a very powerful master there. I want to see him. Fortune-telling. All right, I'll go and calculate it too. Lu Shuang said happily. After breakfast, Zhang Xingyu drove the car. Baiya glanced at Lu Shuang, who knew nothing. Is there anything you want to do the most? What do I want to do the most? To be with my friend and lover, Lu Shuang said with a smile. Baiya also smiled and asked meaningfully, what did Shiniyan do? Will you forget him forever? There should be a lot of things that will make me forget him. For example, finding another woman. I won't give him a second chance, Lu Shuang said with certainty. How about you? How can you forget Gu Lingqing? Lu Shuang asked. Feelings can be accumulated, but they can also be used for consumption. I used to love Su Jiran, but in the process of being with him, I used up all my love for him. Gu Lingqing gave me a lot of love, but when he died, the consumption stopped, so he will forever remain in my heart. So, death is the most difficult gap to cross. Yes, living is because of all kinds of contradictions, such as the deviation of one's outlook on life, and so on. All of these will consume one's emotions. Only death can heal the pain with time. One can forget the love they once loved, but it cannot consume the emotions buried in one's heart. So, when I found out that Gu Lingqing lost his memory, I only remembered that he chose to leave. I remember Zhou Hailan chose to leave because I couldn't drive away the light in his heart, Baiya sighed. So, no one will drive away the Gu Lingqing in your heart, right? Lu Shuang asked sadly. Yes. Hello everyone, I'm Qin Tang Tang. You can follow me on WeChat. Chapter 7:14. Luckily, Shiniyan doesn't have a dead person in his heart. Otherwise, I'd never have anything to do with him, Lu Shuang said bluntly. Baiya did not say anything. Zhang Xingyu looked at Lu Shuang worriedly. He looked at Baiya even more worriedly. Baiya's eyes were red. She held Lu Shuang's hand tightly. What's wrong? Lu Shuang could tell that there was something wrong with Baiya. Later, if Master Gufa gives you a divination, remember to tell me what it is, Baiya said. Okay. Asterisk at the foot of the mountain, there was another huge queue, waiting for Master Gufa. Baiya and Lu Shuang lined up obediently. The young novice monk ran over and bowed to Baiya. Grand Masters, Master Gufa invites you up. Lu Shuang looked at Baiya in surprise. We're so lucky. Yeah, Baiya replied. They followed the young novice monk to the meditation room. Grand Master Bai, please go in first. Cool girl, wait at the door, Baiya instructed. Lu Shuang nodded. He craned his neck and looked inside curiously. Baiya went in first. Master Gufa did not change much. He was wearing a glowing white robe. He put down his brush and looked at Baiya. He smiled slightly. These words are my answer to you. Baiya glanced at the words on the paper and read them out loud. It's like a dream. The end is the starting point. Can you tell me what exactly this sentence means? Grandmaster is a very intelligent person. You should be able to comprehend it very quickly. It shouldn't take more than a month. That's all I have to say. As for the friend at your door, I won't calculate anything for her. You can take her away. Grandmaster Gufa nodded. There was not the slightest fluctuation in his expression. He was like a cool breeze. There is one thing I don't understand. Great Master Ancient Law, have you ever been disturbed by the mortal world? If not, then what do you feel is the meaning of living? Baiya asked softly. He really wanted to consult this expert. Grandmaster Gufan smiled. Everyone has a different view of life and a different way of living. Although I have already jumped out of the world of mortals, even taking care of a flower or a grass is enough for me to enjoy the beauty of the present. I can see flowers bloom and wilt, clouds gather and disperse, but in your eyes, you can only see your heart. If you let go of your obsession, you can also experience life. If you can't let go of your obsession, the world is empty. Baiya understood. She had always been a person with an exquisite heart. By letting go of Gu Lingqing, she could start a new life and choose a man who loved her. However, she was not willing to let go. Even if it was heavy, she had to carry it on. You said it was like a dream. The end is the beginning. Can I continue my fate with him? Baiya asked. Her eyes were burning with hope. I have said enough. I won't send you off. Grandmaster Gufan refused to answer. She had already asked twice. If he wanted to answer, he had already answered. If she asked again, there would be no answer. Can I ask a question on behalf of my friend? You can't. However, I can tell you that her fate is very unstable. She was originally a carefree little pig in the forest, but she saved a phoenix and accepted the phoenix as her godmother. She learned the phoenix's abilities, and before dying, the phoenix also gave her its fate pill. You tell me, she is a phoenix, but she is not as good as a phoenix. She is a little pig. Because of her strange fate, she looks ordinary but not ordinary. I can't show it to her. I'm sorry. Zisu. Send the guest out. Grandmaster Gufan said to the little monk outside the door. Baiya knew that if she continued to stay, it would only make things difficult for others. She nodded. Thank you, Grandmaster. She turned and walked out. Is it my turn? Lu Shuang asked curiously. Baiya shook her head apologetically. Let's go. I have something to tell you. What is it? Lu Shuang was confused. The video of Hua Zifeng pushing Nan Gongyu into the snake pit was posted online. They imprisoned the real Nan Gongyu and put the fake Nan Gongyu by their side. They even wanted to kill her. These videos were also posted online. Your identity will be exposed soon. So, you can't stay by Shiniyen's side anymore. I will arrange for you to go abroad tonight. Leave here and don't come back. Lu Shuang stared at Baiya. His mind was blank. Are you joking with me? I'm not joking. The one who went to look for Shiniyen yesterday was Nan Gongyu's brother. He came for his sister. Since yesterday, Shiniyen has walked into someone else's plot. Baiya passed the phone to Lu Shuang. You will understand when you see it. Lu Shuang immediately turned on his phone and browsed the comments on the internet. The attacks now were more intense than in the morning. Many netizens were looking for the woman behind Shiniyen. Now, Shiniyen is thinking of ways to protect you. But once the M nation takes action, the Hua family will appear as the victim to protect themselves. By then, you won't be able to leave even if you want to, Baiya reminded him. I'm going to look for him, Lu Shuang said with reddened eyes. Baiya hugged Lu Shuang. There are reporters at the entrance of the presidential palace. If you go, you will be exposed. Moreover, you won't be able to get in. There must be a way to get in. I can't leave without even seeing him, Xiao Bai. Lu Shuang turned back to look at her. You know I'm not a disloyal person. How can I leave him like this? He said before that even if he can't be the president and is imprisoned, he doesn't want to leave. Now that he is like this, once I leave, there will be nothing left. Be rational. Your appearance will not help him at all. Moreover, it will prove that he is cheating. As long as you don't appear, he still has the possibility to argue. He won't be attacked by the public. If you go, you will hurt him. Then what should I do? Oh yes, I need to call him. Lu Shuang immediately took out his phone and called Shiniyan. Yesterday, when Shiniyan did not call her, she felt relaxed and could be free for a day. However, she did not want to be free forever. She would rather be imprisoned by him. Shiniyan did not pick up. Lu Shuang was so anxious that he wanted to cry. He held back his emotions, afraid that he would be impulsive and not be able to talk properly. Shiniyan did not pick up her call. Lu Shuang was even more worried and continued to call. Shiniyan still did not pick up. Lu Shuang continued to call. That's enough, Shuang girl. Don't make things difficult for him. Do you remember what I told you before? If you love him, do what he wants you to do, Baiya advised. If he loves me, shouldn't he do what I want? If he doesn't love me, why should I love him? Lu Shuang's voice was choked. She wiped the corner of her eyes and continued to call as if she had gone crazy. Shiniyan finally picked up the call. Hello. Chapter 7:15. Yeah, Shiniyan replied calmly. Lu Shuang wiped his tears. In her heart, Shiniyan had always been arrogant and strong. He would always smile at her. Although he was hateful sometimes, he would generally please her, spoil her, take her side and tolerate her. But now, he gave her the feeling that he was sad and depressed. Don't be afraid. It's okay. I'm willing to be imprisoned with you, Lu Shuang said. He felt sad and pursed his lips to prevent himself from crying. Shiniyan smiled. He sounded very happy. Why are you still smiling? It's all my fault. If I didn't ask you to deal with Nan Gongyu, you wouldn't have let Hua Zixing push her into the snake pit. If Nan Gongyu was fine, nothing would have happened. But it's because of me that you're in this predicament now, Lu Shuang said with self-blame. My woman was bullied. If I don't stand up for her, I'm not worthy to be her man. Since that's the case, there's no need to be sad. At most, I'll fall from my horse, but my life won't be in danger. Our country only has moral restrictions on extramarital affairs. There are no legal sanctions. I won't die. But you imprisoned Nan Gongyu and prepared to shoot them. That's not a small crime, right? Lu Shuang said, choking with sobs. I imprisoned them, but I didn't order them to be shot. It was Hua Zixing's private order. Go abroad first. I'll send Dabeo to you. I'll also give you the card. The password is your birthday. If I go, what about you? I won't go. If you don't go, you'll be in more danger than me. I didn't kill anyone. I didn't commit any crime. Why would I be in more danger? Because you're the culprit. Because of you, Nan Gongyu was punished. Because of you, Hua Zixing was wronged. The M Nation won't do anything to you in the open, but there will definitely be people who will deal with you in the dark. I might not be able to protect you in the future. Be good and don't make me worry, Shiniyan said. He said in a deep voice. I don't want to leave. I want to stay with you. If you keep her company, it will only make the people more disgusted and sympathize with Hua Zixing. It will also cause public anger in country M. You're hurting her, Baya interrupted. I have no choice but to walk. Why am I leaving again? Why? I don't want to go. Lu Shuang cried and fell to the ground. Not wanting to make Shinian sad, she hung up the phone. Baya could understand Lu Shuang's feelings. Right now, she must be very sad, distressed, helpless, and afraid that the next moment would be the moment of separation. Therefore, he only hoped that time could pass a little slower, a little slower. Even if he could only look at him from afar, it would be enough. Just like the time when she saw the bullet go through the back of Gu Lingqing's head, she didn't dare to believe it, didn't dare to face it, and would rather stay at the moment when she held his body in her arms. At least, at this moment, even though they were sad, they were still together. She could still hug him. Lu Shuang was crying too sadly. Baya wanted to comfort him, but she was also sad. She turned her face away and looked at the sky in the distance, quietly crying. She never wanted to be pitied, it would hurt her self-esteem. But now, she really felt that she was pitiful, so pitiful that she complained about the cruelty of God and the unfairness of fate, but there was nothing she could do. She fought with people and officials, but she couldn't win against God. Master Gufa said that her obsession was too heavy, so how could her fate not be heavy? She only felt the cruelty of the world, and she no longer had the eyes to observe beauty. Let's go, we'll have to go eventually, Baya said hoarsely. Lu Shuang held Baya's hand. Can we go together? Let's go to country D. With you by my side, I'll be more confident to reunite with Shen Yin. She didn't want to tell Lu Shuang that she would accompany Gu Lingqing after she sent Lu Shuang away. Lu Shuang had just left his lover. If she knew that her best friend was going to die, she would be even sadder. Baya squatted down in front of Lu Shuang. Shen Yin will try her best to come back to you. You just have to wait patiently and take care of your child. Why can't you go with me? Lu Shuang didn't understand and begged with tears. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. She didn't know what else to say except this sentence. Without Gu Lingqing, she was actually living a life worse than death. If she went to country D, she would be worried that she would die in front of her, which would be a bigger blow to Lu Shuang. I'm sorry. Baya still said the same sentence. She pressed the back of Lu Shuang's head and pressed her forehead against hers. She murmured, at least I'm still alive. There'll be a day when we can reunite. For that day, I'll change myself. Lu Shuang couldn't say anything. She just cried until her head hurt and she couldn't breathe. She knew that she would only become a burden and weakness for Shen Yin if she stayed. She could only leave. On the way back, Lu Shuang cried until she had no tears left. Her eyes were red and swollen as she looked outside in a daze. Baya contacted Alan. It seems that every time I contact you, it's to ask for your help, Baya said apologetically. I'm more than happy to help you. Tell me, as long as I can do it, Alan promised with a smile. Do you still remember Lu Shuang? I asked you to help her go to country D. This time, I need you to help her go to country D, no problem. Where is she now? Still in country A. She'll fly to England tonight. Please send someone to pick her up at the airport in England. Call me after sending her to country D. Finally, arrange a new identity for her. I hope she can disappear from the face of the earth. No problem. I know what to do, Alan said with certainty. Baya was silent. She owed Alan too much. She couldn't repay him in this lifetime. Alan, thank you. Ha. Alan smiled good-naturedly. You're welcome. Baya hung up the phone. After returning, she helped Lu Shuang pack her luggage and transferred 10 million to Lu Shuang's account. Don't send me off. You're pregnant. It's too tiring, Lu Shuang said with red eyes. It's okay. It's been 3 months. I'll send you off, Baiya said with a smile. This was the last time they could see each other. She cherished the time she had with her friend. If there's a next life, we'll still be sisters. Lu Shuang, who had just calmed down, became emotional again and said with tears in his eyes. Okay. We'll be sisters forever, and our friendship will last forever, Baiya replied. They took a car to the airport together. Lu Shuang was talkative. He chattered about the interesting things in their past. Baiya listened quietly. No matter how much she wanted to say, the time was up. Lu Shuang was about to register. Xiao Bai, will you come to see me?